right. Let's.
Ooh, 685.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you haven't yet, be sure to roll in Fantasy Grounds. So you get honey. No worries. Let's
That's
see.
not what I do.
That does not win. Yeah.
Does not win. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay. 685 Aga is our current to beat. Ooh, okay.
Heyo.
612.
You got it.
Let's see. Now we have. Well, that was from Ari. I'm gonna let you keep your inspiration from last session for your return and everything. And I think it was for something else too.
Oh, shoot.
But anyway, you get to keep that. And Thaxl, I think you had last week's, so I'm gonna uncheck that.
Yeah, I already used mine. It did nothing for me.
Oh, that's right.
These things, they happen. I think I had it twice and didn't use it at all.
It's tough to remember once you get it. It's so Half Donut, these rolls are just something fun that I picked up years and years ago running these in my first campaign. So Fantasy Grounds allows you to roll whatever this is, 60 d20s, a maximum of 60 d20s. Now potentially, if you got all 20s, it'd be 1,200, which is phenomenal. I think the highest I've ever seen is like 750, somewhere around there. Anyway, all the players that are online, like around the start of the session, get to roll their maximum number of d20s, and whoever gets the highest roll has a DM inspiration for the night. It's whatever I take their level, and whatever Bard's inspiration would be for their level is what it is. So currently it's D10 for the nightly inspiration. But that's what those rolls are for. Everyone sort of competes, and they have to use that during that session. Yeah, right. Half Donut, it's a lot. So basically, I think that what I'll do is start with Thaxl and Tassos, and that way, because there's more people with Aga and Ari, it'll give them a chance to kind of come online. Maybe I figured that's the most efficient way to do it, so I don't lose out on anybody. Thaxl, you have reconnected, as it were, with Tassos, who is there to see you, very eager to hold you, be held by you, and know that you're okay. You did an insight check to make sure it was indeed Tassos, which it is. And we'll start with the two of you.
Yay. Okay, so after we swing around, because I think it was, 100 around his neck and whatever. And after I did the insight check to make sure, like, I'm like touching his face just to make sure it's him, because
nice squish.
I'm like, is this really you? Are you really here?
Yeah, of course, darling.
I can't be too careful. I can't. I've been in other planes recently, and I just need to make sure.
I understand.
What are you doing here? Not that I'm so happy to see you, but is everything okay? Are you okay? Did you run away again?
Oh, no, I made sure I went through the proper channels, proper work to make sure I didn't leave no one behind. I'm here officially, but I'm here for you. I got your message, and the one in the mail, that is, and with your other messages too. I figured that I just wanted to reconnect a little bit, make sure you're all right. Sounds like you've been through a hell of an ordeal.
Oh, you got my letter. Okay.
I got your letter.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. She's this is great. Yeah, Pascal, holidays have been fun. Cool. I need a drink, real quick. Did you already get a drink? Have you been offered a drink?
I have, but I figured it's just not the same without you. Figured I'd wait.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go to the cart. I'm assuming we have like 50 carts around.
Pursuant to
Mansion.
Thaxl's early request, there are 50 liquor carts around the building.
Just to make sure. Pop off one of the tops of a decanter. I'm assuming we're gonna do whiskey or something. And I hang one to Tassos, and I quickly chug mine. Pour another.
Oh, nice. That's fine whiskey.
I know. It's great. You said you were here on official business?
No, I just went through the official channel.
Oh, it was the official.
Yeah, just to make sure I could leave and wouldn't catch any heat, and he kind of looks around, like, in case Ray is going to pop out somewhere.
Yeah. Everyone is talking to the Sultan, and I wasn't invited. So, not that, I mean, I was. I'm just really thrown off that you're here. I'm so excited that you're here. So excited.
I'm glad to be here. I'd like to hear all about how things went pursuing McGregor and Revis. See if there's anything I can do to follow up on. I just hear about your exploits.
Yeah. Revis is a lich.
Damn.
So I didn't really get to like kill him.
All right.
Yeah, we're actually looking. Wow, River's barking. Trying to find his phylactery. So that's like what we're kind of doing right now.
All right.
The body he did have is gone. Like I mauled it.
Good.
Yeah. So we only picked up what we could that was left. Like we got a fancy cloak and a fancy other things.
Good.
I got his femur. So I'm gonna go. That was my plan, was to go make a javelin while everyone else gets to talk to His Holiness.
Oh. Well.
And I don't know where McGregor is at. We only found Revis.
I'm sure you'll find him and tear him apart too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna. Okay.
I have plans.
Good. He's gonna take a step into your personal space and sort of slip a hand around one of your hips and just sort of, kind of pull you tight. Let's go get comfortable. Yeah, maybe we'll talk a little more about this.
Sure.
All
Sure.
right.
I have to go drop something off first. So, yeah.
All right.
And then we can make our way to wherever you want. I mean, the place is ours right now.
Oh, exciting. And he scans the house like, oh, where are we?
Like, which room do you want to start in?
Nice. I'll start planning out our trip.
Not Aga's.
Well, that's actually... I do have to stop by Aga's room first.
You also have his servant Flaming Skull following you around.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, what's that?
So this is Jimmy. He's my animated skull.
All right.
We killed it, and Aga was kind enough to bring it back, like in a way that can just it only mimics me, and yeah.
And yeah.
I wanted it.
I wanted it. Oh. All right. Well, is Jimmy gonna be watching us?
Do you want him to? Because that's fine.
Try some. I love trying new things. That might be something I can safely say I have not done before.
Me neither.
What are the
Because
chances?
I don't know if like Aga can see through the skull, but that would be funny as hell.
Oh, put on a good show.
I know, we always do. We always do. So I think Aga's room's over here. Could you be like a lookout? Because I kind of want to like scan his room too, since I have the whole house to myself.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, we also picked up a new gal.
Is that right?
Nobelle.
All right.
She's an odd one. I've never seen her face. She's like her arms are kind of like this, and I like try to
All right.
yeah. We made a deal. I'm gonna go find who killed her.
Mm-hmm.
She's back, so I don't know the whole situation. This is not her body.
All right.
But yeah, so we made a deal. She's gonna help me. I'm gonna help, or we're gonna help her, and
Sounds good.
okay, so let's go to Aga's room. I'm gonna go walk into Aga's room.
Nice. Tassos will be your lookout. What do you want to do in Aga's room? Aga's your door locked? Does she have something to get through?
No.
Okay.
It's unlocked.
I'm gonna go to his bedpost, and with my nail, Thaxl was like WUZ here. Like I'm not really looking to take anything. I'm just trying to see if he's like hiding anything.
I'll tell you what. If you want to roll a perception check, if memory serves, Aga keeps everything on his person. But what I'll have you do is roll a perception check, and then Aga, you can tell her what she might see in the room, if anything, out of the ordinary, based on what you think would be right with the perception check.
13.
So there's no like, you don't find any objects or anything, because Dan is right. Aga keeps most of his stuff on his person, but you do see a like blood stain on the floor from where he communed with hell. Yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
It's like pentagram. Like it's exactly as dark as you think it is.
I don't know if she's ever seen a pentagram before.
I mean, she's seen him ritually cast spells before.
Oh, does he always use that?
This looks like a spell circle. It's just definitely a blood stain.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think she would have gone over and like sniffed at it, like try to
It's
lick
long
it.
dried. It's been there for days.
Lick it. Whatever to like, so
Lizard
she
tongue.
can confirm.
It's blood. It's got that copper.
Metallic.
Yes, thank you. Nickel.
Okay. God, what is he doing in here? And why am I not invited? So, I'm going to get the book that I've been carrying. Like, how big is this book? Is it like a are we talking like this size or like
a little bit bigger than that? Not too much though. I mean, it would be a standard spell book, something compact enough for a wizard to carry around. His would be, given its nature, it's a little bit larger.
okay. Because I never like tucked it away and I walked in. She's takes the book and goes to like put it on his nightstand, and then she wants to open it.
Okay.
She wants just to see because she's curious.
All right, go ahead. So you open it up. Please roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, if you would. You open it up and you start scanning over the different spell work in here. It's very different from druidic magic, nature-based magic. There is a lot of math, a lot of formulae in here that break this down. From what you can even understand, a lot of it, it's so heavily encrypted. You do see some of the foundational work, but how it all ties together is completely encrypted.
Cool.
What's your...
With disadvantage, that was a 22.
Damn, nice. Okay. Yeah, it's pages upon pages of notes like this.
I think she's gonna like, okay, this is boring. Close it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and hold on. Take it with her.
Okay. All right, close it, tuck it.
Kind
back
of,
in.
yeah. She's gonna put it back in her purse. With like, there's no one else in the house. It's unguarded, and it used to be Revis's, and so she's just gonna tuck it into her bag and
Okay.
close the door.
Did you find what you were looking for in there, sweetie?
Yeah, I guess weird, but in a good way. Like,
All right.
there's a huge blood stain on the floor, like in this little circle thing. I mean, people will do what they're gonna do, but
Yeah, I reckon
like,
so.
it seems like he sacrificed something in there and didn't invite me to the party.
Oh,
So
well, that's a shame.
I know.
Well, let's see what sort of magic we can work up ourselves, yeah?
Yeah, my room's just over here. Yeah, do you remember? Okay.
All right, let's start there.
Okay.
And you head
After
over.
dark warning.
Yeah. Nice.
After dark warning. And she she's gonna chug another whiskey and then fill it up like on the way, because these carts are like spread out everywhere.
Okay, yeah, they are, yeah.
She wasn't expecting this letter to arrive as fast as it did.
Okay, nice. Well, with a renewed passion and vigor, Tassos pursues the afternoon's delight. All right, elsewhere, the rest of the crew, Ari, Aga, Nobelle, and Rhea have been waiting patiently at the Sultan's keep with the ghost bloods that had shown up, that had been sitting there as well, as they found when they came over. Somebody tripped or beat what's his name, so he smashed his nose into the floor again, but I can't recall who was it. Ari, did you?
I made him. I did the light control of the cantrip poisons maybe.
Nice.
Just got up really fast, and then I think Rhea may have tripped him then, or he just somehow fell flat on his face or something with the poison.
Nice.
It wasn't a lot. I didn't do the full
Awesome. Inconspicuous enough where it was just like, hey, well, you all right? What's up? What's going on, buddy? As an individual, as it's this boss type person that's sitting across the way, the half orc is just not shaking his head, but he almost has that sort of expression like, yeah, my guys are fools sometimes, and is minding his own business. As a Sultan's aide comes out and calls to you all. Welcome. Thank you so much for your patience. The Sultan is ready to see you now. This way, please. turns around.
I whisper to the group as we're walking. We're just like trying to get her like in our party so she can like walk around with us, right? Like that's it.
We're also reporting back on. We spoke to
the giant
Yes.
house that we blew up and the lich and all. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's important.
a little bit.
Yes, well, this.
Okay, we're good.
Good, very well. This older human turns around, has his hands tucked inside his sleeves, sort of together in front of him as he walks you down towards a side office that you haven't been in yet. This is in one of the areas that you have seen before, but haven't been to too frequently, as it is sort of close to the Sultan's main zone of the palace. They guide you in.
Here before. I whispered to Rhea.
Rhea's like, no, darling. We've been to a few other. We've met the Sultan. We've been to a few other places, but not here, not this room.
And do we like him? Do I like him?
He's all right so far, but it's all about power, so you know how those folk can get.
Okay.
Lots of magical items on him, so be wary. You hear almost a groan of delight from the voice in your head, like magic items. You enter the room, and the aide just ushers you in and then leaves the doors. There's a number of reapers, 2 on each wall. It's a long rectangular room, long widthwise, with a grand table up near the other side of this space, and a number of chairs for you to sit at and join the Sultan, who's sitting down as well.
At a glance, do I recognize what kind of reapers they are? Are these like the enforcer kind, or are these like the interrogation kind?
These seem like the most standard type, generic type, as best you can tell. Welcome, yes, please sit down.
Is this the Sultan speaking?
Yes.
What does he look like? Because I don't think Aga's ever met him yet.
Oh, okay. So he looks humanoid, but possibly as though he has another race in his heritage, as he's massive for a humanoid. I think it's like 11 feet tall or something like that. Built out really wide. It sort of has like a linebacker's form, in that, it's got a big belly, but it's all ripped abs, that odd juxtaposition of size and being ripped. And he's just a really big guy. Maybe it's tough to even kind of gauge his age, but if you were strictly basing it off of a human, he would probably be in his late 40s, somewhere around there, mid to late 40s.
And do I recognize him at all? Does he look familiar to someone I would have met in the past?
No. Nope. Yep, this would be new to you.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I've been very eager to hear about your... Any news? What have you found?
Nothing good, unfortunately. He'll kind of like glance through everybody else. We found that Revis was not with McGregor. Wherever McGregor is, he's still at large. And Revis has completed some form of ritual of undeath, and it's spreading through the forest to the west. We're not unsure how far it will spread, but it may spread all the way to the city.
And speaking of undead rituals, he's also a lich.
This is Nobelle. She was not admitted to the city with us, but we found her also resisting McGregor and Revis at the point of the ritual. She was among those employed by him and sacrificed during the ritual process.
So an ally for now, then.
An ally for now.
Yeah, for now. Actually, part of our alliance, if you will, is she cannot currently walk around. It's the Nexus, correct? The center?
Nexus is the furthest. Prime Ring is the center.
Prime Ring. Mm-hmm. She cannot currently walk about the Prime Ring because she was not registered among us, but she has assisted in protecting the Sultan's power and seat of power itself. I was curious if we could make an arrangement to have her adopted. I
No.
understand it is unorthodox.
Yeah. Not no, but there is a way.
Perhaps we could at least get this to be the first step towards that, as seeing as she has assisted in this endeavor.
I will extend you the same option that I've extended a few others in the past. Those in the prime have a certain strength about them. If she can prove her strength against one of you, then I don't see why I couldn't allow her to be considered a part of your band and allowed admittance to the prime. Which one of you will be her challenger?
I'll just pull out the mace. I'll turn around.
Wonderful.
Very well.
Fuck.
Well, truly there is no time like the present. I will hear the rest of your reports when we are done. As for now, take some food and some drink and prepare yourselves. It's going to be a fun afternoon.
Oh, yes, it is.
And he calls for a couple of his servants to come in, and they clear a big space. They pull the carpet out of the center.
As they're doing that, I'm going to hide in the shadows down. Ooh, not a good stealth. 17.
Okay.
It's above my passive perception, so you're good.
Yeah, so as they're clearing it out, she's just kind of like...
All right, let me show you the room. There are some areas that are
Oh no, I have to open Fantasy Grounds.
Nice.
That's important. I wasn't actually expecting combat today.
Is it
Me either.
nice?
That was a surprise. He
Me-
was like,
Me three. Yeah. I was like,
if she can prove her strength, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have to go do like an arena fight after this, aren't we, or something like that. And he was like, I guess one of you, and I was like, oh no, I think I'm the only one present for like a fist fight. It's like,
Funny story, actually, of everybody in this room. I was hoping it would be you.
Nice.
I don't know, man. I think you're gonna have trouble against me. I think I also have the highest AC
Ooh, yeah.
out of everybody
Hmm.
because I'm 21 pre-spells.
Harry doesn't know you. You're not worth getting dirt for. 34.
Harry
Nice.
does know me. We've spent so much
Not
time
you.
together. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm so hurt.
You're not the one who had to be in there.
Hang on. Let me look this up really quick.
Yep, take your time.
'cause-
You're currently munching on some food and such.
no, actually, she's vanished.
Oh, right.
Why aren't we at level 11?
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm gonna...
Monks are scary, yo. Especially as a caster.
Yep.
You keep those stunning strikes away from me.
Hey, how's your Constitution save?
You don't know.
Is that panic I see in your eyes? What am I looking at this?
So I'm going to say, I've got the map up. Please move your tokens wherever you wish within this room as you're going to start the battle. You can see some of the somewhat shadowy areas.
This is a table.
This is, this is the best map I had that would be most fitting. So they've actually cleared the center. That big red chair is actually in the southern part of this room, not off to the left there. These are the 8 square silvers are indeed pillars. So wide enough to block line of sight, so about 10 feet through. And if you both want to just to prep, roll initiative. Just the two of you. Ari and Ray are ushered over towards the Sultan in the southern part. Please sit. May I offer you some Some wine. Some.
While I do that, while we're eating food, can I do a detect magic
Mm-hmm.
just on the area and see what I get?
Not great. Let's see. It's a 7 initiative for me.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Ari,
Damn, what class are you? Are you monk?
She's a monk.
Like fully?
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did you get plus? Oh, alert. Duh. Okay.
Ari, you detect a lot of magical items on the Sultan that's just near you. Rings, weapons, cape, half his clothing. He's definitely seemed to bolstered his power with a lot of
What about
magical
the area
items.
that they're fighting?
The area in the center, you currently detect no magical items. No, that carpet's too huge. The carpet they moved doesn't. So no. Even as they were pulling things out, nothing seemed to have any magic to it.
So it's just on him.
Mm-hmm.
I whisper that to Aga though.
As she's whispering that to me, I'll say, if you have that currently active, can you go take a glance at the Reapers for me?
I do
Because
that.
detect magic is like your eyesight, correct? So
Yeah.
if she just like walks past one of the Reapers, she can like up and down it with magic.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what you see. All right, let's see. Magic.
Harry, I have a feeling you and Aga are going to be good friends.
Nice. That one on that.
Careful planning, magical investigation. Where's the shit in this battlefield, and what do I not step on?
You do sense some magic from the Reapers. They have some weaponry. While all their swords and uniforms appear to be the same, cut in style, you do sense magic from some of their wardrobe and from each of their main swords at their hips. You detect magic
on all of them, like all basically all of their cloaks and all of their swords.
Mhm.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, do the Reapers themselves? This is obviously I'm not seeing it, but does Aerie see any magical aura from the Reapers themselves, or is it just the items they're carrying?
Let me reread the spell and see exactly how.
You want me to read it? Oh.
I think I've got. It here.
In the meantime, are we waiting for a go signal?
You two are just sort of pacing. There's no one said anything about a signal yet. So
No one said
Aga's-
anything?
I
Okay.
Aga's standing in the middle of the room, shield up, weapon out. Everybody's eating, and he's just watching for you.
You can't see her.
I know, but he's looking for you.
I'd actually have to think about whether or not that's magic.
Okay.
So for now, I'll say you do detect a faint aura of magic on the Reapers themselves.
I keep that noted. I obviously don't do anything about it.
Neat. Okay, so again to set the scene as you've described, Nobelle has disappeared into the shadows. There's a few sort of shadowy areas, and is just effectively disappeared from sight. Aga, alert and prepared, is scanning the room as best he can, shield up, ready for action in the very center of this area.
And you just hear from all around you this. This is going to be fun. And then I will shadow step directly behind you and whack you right in the back.
Nice.
21 to hit.
I'll go ahead, reaction shield.
Oh, okay. How much
For
does
the
what
first-
does that bring your AC up to?
26.
26. Otherwise, I would have hit you.
Yeah.
Okay,
crackling back. Glances off arcane shield.
Extra attack, natural 20. Not even lying. Okay, so that's a 29 to hit. And you take 13 points of piercing damage as her short sword just comes straight through you.
Where do you want to stab him with that one? Oops.
She'll go like right under in the weak point in the armor.
Okay.
And then I will use a key point to flurry of blows for 2 more strikes, which this one is a 27 to hit, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, that's 6 damage.
Send the key right through the armor.
Con save. 17.
That saves. So and that's a 19, which doesn't hit you. So she just suddenly appears on whoosh, whoosh.
Ting, 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 ting. And do you have any movement or anything at the end of your turn, or?
No, she's gonna kind of stay right in her comfort zone.
Nice. Okay. Aga, that goes around to your turn.
Okay. I'm debating a few things here. All right, he's gonna start with something simple. And he's just gonna cast a level 4 fire shield. And he's just, as he casts it, there's little flames that kind of like lick off of the end of his armor. So his armor looks like ice that's on fire with blue fire.
Nice. Okay.
He's just gonna smile. A little bit of blood coming out of his armor. This will be fun.
Nice. Does that leave anything else for Aga this round?
No, that's an action. The bonus action I have is Misty Step, which I can't cast because I cast it.
Gotcha. Sultan claps. Very well done for the first round. Yes. This will be an interesting bout indeed. Keep it up. Keep it up. That brings us back to Nobelle's round.
Okay, quick question, Dan. With the Cloak of Displacement, do I have a chance to avoid any damage taken from the fire shield?
Is that... Let me see how it reads.
It just says, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame and the attacker takes 2d8 fire or 2d8 cold. My choice is going to be cold.
And I don't have the cloak up.
I think the Cloak of Displacement just like gives disadvantage on attacks or something like that. Or +1 to AC or something.
Inventory.
If it's not in there, let me know. I'll put it in now. But I think it's in there.
I don't have it in here, no.
Okay. Boop.
Yo.
Okay, and nearest cloak projects a yada yada yada. An illusion causes creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, property ceases to function until starting its property suppressed. Yeah. So it won't help you with that part.
With that part, okay. All right, fair.
Favorite part of that spell is it's not concentration. Also, it sheds light within 10 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
So it's shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10. So you are currently in bright light.
Okay. Well, I also don't like that, so I'll just kind of reach out and tap your chest, and I'm going to cast Silence on your chest plate.
I'm going to cast counterspell.
I don't know if you can counterspell that because I'm using key points.
Still casting a spell. It
Is
says you
it?
can use key points to cast the spell. You still cast the spell. Yeah.
Mhm.
And if I see you casting anything, it's like, ah.
They have keyworded as like a different type of magic.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, you're obnoxious.
You feel this spell peter out. Mhm.
Is that both of our actions? Our action reaction gone?
Not my reaction. So she's gonna kind of wait and see what you do first.
Okay, that brings us back down to Aga.
Okay. So this time on my turn, I'm going to cast Haste.
Oh, okay.
My AC goes up by 2. Advantage on dex saves. Double movement. And now I have a special action attack, so I'm going to attack.
Time seems to slow down.
With disadvantage
around you.
because of the cloak.
Ah, disadvantage.
Mhm. You see, even though time is slow, you see a second version standing just nearby Nobelle, a second version of her.
I forgot where to go. Actions. There it is. I'm good at this, I swear to God. Does a 15 hit? I'm guessing no.
Nope.
Okay. Then I miss.
It passes
Swing
through
out.
this after image of her.
Damn.
Anything else for you, Aga, this turn?
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're considering what's next, Nobelle, the Sultan's going to lean over to Ari and Rhea. Tell me more about what you found out there, would you?
We're totally just cocktail entertainment.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, so clearly this asshole was completely up to no good. I think it fucking opened up this sort of what was it? It was like some sort of portal she found, or
Yeah, like an overlap between the prime and the shadow fell almost. A tear.
so there's totally a giant fucking tear in your world here in the forest. Totally fucked up the forest until about like a day right out. Lit it on fire. I don't know. Thought it'd be funny. And totally we have to track down this lich asshole now, who's apparently done some bad shit in his past. So I would expect this to continue to happen, especially since we only have found half of the asshole team. So we got to do that.
I see.
But I mean, like, we did what you asked.
I am not displeased with the work that was done. Simply the circumstances left behind by these assholes.
It was some dark shit. I mean, like, I know dark shit, so, like, it was like...
Oh. Tell me, you speak as though you are familiar with hunting others? Have you done this before?
Once or twice.
Since Aga has turned around to face me, I'm going to shadow step behind him again, and I was using this ability completely wrong the first turn. It's a bonus action, not part of my movement.
Oh.
And because I used it, I get advantage on the first melee attack.
Can you use Shadow Step when you're in bright light? Because you are currently in bright light because you're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, that's right.
No, I can't.
You go to use that and realize it clicks at this.
Oh, that's
spell.
obnoxious.
Yeah, like again.
All right,
you're like,
so
oh.
I'm gonna punch you for that. Oh, that missed, and there's another natural 20. Okay, so her fist. So the sword misses and the fist comes out again. And you need to make another con save.
I like to think that every time Ari, like, said something, like, Rhea tried to be like, okay, what she really means, and, like, try and say it in a much more formal voice and just, like, reiterate basically what Ari said in a much more presentable, like, appropriate way.
I got an 18 on the con save.
Dang it. I need a higher wisdom. But that's still 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'll do it once more. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
With the I can math. 24 to hit.
Shield.
Zoom.
So we're on a new round now.
You're gonna strike, and you know, like this is aiming right where you want it to. But he raises his hands, and this arcane wall of it just deflects a bunch of the blow. Glances
And the
up.
next one as well, because I rolled another 24. She's gonna stand there and go, you're gonna run out of spells sooner or later.
Does shield last the rest of your turn, or is it just for one attack?
It lasts until the start of my next turn, so it lasts for a whole round.
Awesome.
So like as soon as it's my turn, it fizzles. But you know,
Okay.
I gotta mark that spell slot off.
Okay.
And then
Ooh, I should have tried that one first. Oh, well.
she's gonna step back a couple of feet.
Oh, I'm gonna attack you then. If you're stepping out.
Nope, you can't because you used
You
shield.
Fuck. Oh damn it. Okay. Good point. Good
I'm gonna
point.
see this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have 50 feet of movement. I'm staying right there.
Right there. Are you where you want to be with your mini?
How far does the bright light go out from your spell?
10.
10.
And then
Okay.
another 10 of dim, I think.
And that's
Yeah,
him.
but
Okay,
she
yeah.
can still teleport and dim, which I think is
Yes.
what she was looking for.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Although I don't know how bright the room is.
He said there are shadowy areas, so I'm heading towards those. Which
Okay.
I'm gonna assume. Nope. Not this. There we go. So I'm gonna go over here. There.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for Nobelle?
That's all my turn.
Okay, Aga, you are up.
Right. So I'm hasted, so I have double move speed. So I'm going to step around her and actually get up this ramp a little bit above her. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with haste. First one with disadvantage.
Both with disadvantage, or depends if you hit with the first one or not.
That's a natural 20 and a 17 with a +6 to hit. 23.
I think the natural 20 hits.
It's a disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's right, but it still hits. It still
And
hits.
I think that turns off the...
Yeah, for the rest of
yeah.
my turn.
Okay, so that's oh god, I forgot. I forgot how much damage I do with that one. I said the mace. Okay. Six damage, bludgeoning. And then the second one. Did you hit me last round?
Yes.
You also took
All right.
11 points of cold damage. I really need to keep track of that. All right, second attack is an 18. God, 24. I really want a crit. I want one so bad.
No, you don't want to
Don't be silly.
Oh, that's only 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
My bonus ain't crazy high.
Okay. Anything else for Aga this round?
I think that's it. Although, did I counterspell her? I did, correct?
Yeah, you
one
counter
point.
did one counter spell, yeah.
Okay, you take an extra 8 damage
Why?
from my power surge ability as a war wizard. Starting at 6th level, you can store magical energy within yourself to later empower your damaging spells with to a creature. Never mind, because it has to be a spell. Wait, I did it with fire shield, right? So I'll put it on that.
That was like 4 rounds ago.
That was last round, dude.
Does it count? I guess it's not an attack spell, just a spell.
Once per turn, when you deal damage to a creature or object with a wizard spell, you can spend 1 power surge to deal extra force damage to that target. Extra damage equals half your wizard level, so 4, not 8. Sorry,
Okay.
4 force damage.
Okay.
All right. As the intense battle continues on, we take a quick cut back to the keep. Just a stone exterior wall, and it sounds like a zoo inside. A lot of strange sounds coming out of the room. A couple of birds fly out of the window, so they're frightened. And a servant runs out of the front door, screaming, "Oh, my sensibilities!" That's just a cut back to Thaxl and Tassos. And then we carry back on. We come back as Nobelle readies her next move.
Axel is not ashamed.
Good. No, it shouldn't be.
That's actually hilarious. Just like super intense fist-to-fist battle and then suddenly cut. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is what I do. I hit things.
Let's go.
24 again.
Shield.
You're using your reaction.
I'm using my reaction to shield.
Okay.
It's more important that the monk does not hit me than it is for me to smack you when you run away.
Okay. Well, then, since you do that, I'm gonna back up a few feet and then whoosh, reappear back here, and then come back up here and do my second attack.
Okay.
Which is even lower.
Blink out of sight.
No, wait. Sorry, I get it with advantage because of Shadow Step. That was falling off. That's freaking, I've rolled so many 15s. 24.
Oh, but he used his reaction, right? So, but shield is still active.
Yeah, I have an AC of 28 right now.
Because you got, once again, it just glances off the frickin' shield. Which is amazing because I took that on my sorcerer, so I'm extra glad.
Dude, shield is so amazing. I love it.
Anything else for Nobelle this turn that she's
That's all
going
I
to try?
can do. That's all I can do.
Okay. Back down to Aga.
Sorry, I'm going to back up. See, that was 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I have more than enough movement to move down there. Just kind of jump back up off the edge of the ramp right there.
Nice. Doo-doo.
Is it my turn?
Sorry, yep. Over to Aga.
Had a feat that could have helped me, but oh well.
Okay, so I have 60 feet of movement right now because I'm hasted, so I'll just run right up to you.
Nice.
Could you see me from around there? Like, how high is the ramp?
Ramp's probably about 10 feet, 8 feet tall. Excuse me.
I'm also at like the bottom of it. I mean, I would have stepped to the middle of the room anyway, so I would have stepped around the corner, seen you, and rushed you.
Sleep off the corner.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do some reading on a spell that I've got, and it's taking far too long. So I'm just gonna move on and I'm gonna make 2 attacks. The first disadvantage. I'm gonna use different dice though. I don't like that I rolled a 20 on a disadvantage roll. God, a 19 and an 11. Does a 17 hit?
Just barely.
Oh, okay, so smack 17 with that one.
This is with an ace?
Yes. And I'm... Oh, that's only 3 damage. I rolled a 1 again. No more for that d6. All right, and the next one is not at disadvantage. Although, okay, so that is going to be my hasted attack action. I'm going to use my regular action. I'm actually going to step back 5 feet because I still have 5 feet of movement. So
And I will
attack
take
of
that.
opportunity, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Come back,
I'll take it.
shadow
I'll
die.
take it. Let's go.
18.
Check your feats in case you have anything, Nobelle.
23 is my AC
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I don't get
I
advantage.
think
of
it
that.
just strikes, the icy armor. You chip a chunk away, but it just grows right back.
And now I'm going to point at her and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Woo! Okay.
with a natural 20.
Oh!
Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay.
This divine energy comes from this singular point, your fingertip. And it kind of hits you like square in the chest, Nobelle, and you feel this energy pulls through you and kind of knock the wind out of you. As it poof, has like a ripple of, as though there was an unseen pool of water on your chest. Boom, the radiant energy.
4d6. And do we double the dice? Is that how we do a crit?
Yeah, it's your choice. You could either double the roll, the number of dice, or just double the number and roll one die.
It's more
have-
fun to roll more than.
Yeah, I have 76, so I'm going to roll that and then re-roll one of them.
Okay.
You only
Uh,
have 7?
I use only metal dice, so because when you
Ding,
put
ding.
metal and plastic dice in your hand, it just feels off. So I just use one type at a time. Next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical light glittering on the target until then. Okay.
She's just illuminated with this glowing
Okay. So
iridescent light.
Can I say make a perception check? Because she's glowing to see her face, which has constantly remained in the shadow of her hood.
Yeah, if you want to, Aga, after you do your roll and stuff, go ahead and make a perception check. As
24 is 32 points of radiant damage.
Oh,
32.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm less than half health already, and you've only hit me like twice.
32, you said?
Yeah.
Ow.
Dude, crits are fucking... Oh my god.
Yeah.
OP
This-
broken.
Ripples through, and she stumbles this half step or so back. Make a perception check, Aga, real quick, if you would.
Okay. Oh, not great. 7, I think, plus 2. I think it's a 9.
Whatever you think, Nobelle.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's high enough. Okay. All right.
Wait, is she's... Where are we? Is that
You're in the south. You can take a look if you want, Ari. You can.
Yeah, I am.
So to make a perception check, but at disadvantage only because of the distance. You're be in the southern part with the Sultan.
Okay.
And I'll have Raya do the same.
I only have the Oh, wait, maybe not. I only have the board. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
Here I
okay.
am. Okay, I can do this. So sorry.
No, you're fine.
What am I rolling with?
A disadvantage
But
for perception.
Okay.
Mhm.
A straight roll. I don't know why I did this.
Oh,
I just wanted to see her face.
mhm.
Disadvantage is a 13. It's a 17 and a 13.
Okay. What, if anything, do you feel she would see with that Nobella?
You see a little, because normally you can just like see like basically like this part and below. You see a little bit further up, and the skin is sickly pale.
Like wrinkly, kind of young looking. Is there any way to?
No, just like if you looked at like, it's when you look at a person, you're like, holy crap, you're clearly sick because your color is just so off. That sort of color.
Like right before somebody passes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have we
just
seen
kinda
your
like,
ears?
Mm-mm.
She's got a hood and cowl on.
Yeah,
So we didn't
it's
see
just.
your ears there or your nose.
I mean, she's mentioned that she's an elf.
Oh, okay. Then, okay. Did Rhea roll better?
Yeah, so Ray rolled a 22 with disadvantage. I mean, it's 11, but she has a plus 11. So I'll let you whisper to her next time she's
Okay.
on or whatever. Let you know if she sees anything in addition to that.
She does, actually. She does. It's very interesting.
Okay, neat.
Remind me because I'm going to forget.
I'll send Rhea a message just so she.
Ah, Nate. the Sultan, wait, I'm sorry. Is there anything else for your turn, Aga?
Oh, no.
Okay.
That is definitely.
In that case, the Sultan looks over at Rhea and Ari again. So, if you're hunting this fool's phylactery, where are you off to next, and what do you need?
I mean, continuing with the access of what we have here, I don't think we'll bring in any more strays. As long as she lives, we'll keep the strays down to a minimum. I mean, this is probably we can have some idea of where he's going, but we've still got one other asshole to find.
Yes.
So, making sure your friends, guards, those guys, they don't have to always be around. They're not too sneaky. I've seen them lurking.
They have many tasks. Kind of seems off in thought. Ray is going to add the one that's fighting out there that we're seeking to add to the party has a lead. Someone that can apparently find the location of this phylactery, has some skill and such in following these types of leads, discovering locations of things like this. We could always use health potions and rations to help us along our way, of course. Maybe some funds for travel. Any kind of
Transportation.
Nice. Yes, well.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would all be helpful.
Very well.
Actually, could we have, like, guest passes? I mean, like, not, like, where somebody could just freely roam in the Prime. Obviously, we are special. We get that.
Yes, you are.
But an occasional day pass, though, too, for somebody we might, going through your customs, and if I need a quick entrance to, interrogate or bring somebody back that might need questioning, do we have to come to you every time? We're not looking to, like, let somebody freely roam, but, something that allows us to bring somebody in or out. We're responsible for them. If they're alone, wandering, you can totally arrest them and kill them, whatever you want. But if they're with us, they're okay.
Well, there is a rank above Sheikah. Should you be able to earn it, then you would be given something akin to this. Bring someone directly to your keep, and for a limited amount of time to question them or otherwise.
You say earn. Clearly you were interested in my hunting skills before. Is there something else we can put to use?
We often have tasks that require a headhunter, as it were. Yes. I'll see what we have. When you're interested, seek me out, and I'm sure we can find a befitting task to raise your rank even higher. Your friends put up a good fight. I'm curious to see how this ends.
I mean, we could end it right now.
Don't be silly. We must see who is stronger today. Drink up!
AKA who's rolling better.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask to do something kind of weird, Dan.
Okay.
I'd like to I'm gonna move back here, kind of like here around the corner out of his sight, and I want to shadow step away and stealth. But I don't want to put where I am on the map because I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just keep your token there, and when it's time, you can move it. Be like, I'm here, bam.
Oh, and I rolled a natural 20 on my stealth.
Hey,
It's a 29.
29 in total.
Cannot roll that high.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, if it's impossible, I won't have you roll.
I stealth into the crossover already.
You race around the corner.
Yep. So she just kind of glares at you and just growls and then just vanishes. Straight up is gone.
Nice. And that's the end of your turn?
I will stop it for there. Yeah.
Are you like holding an action?
I'm gonna hold an action. If he manages to run by me, I will attack him.
Okay. All right. Then Aga, you're up.
I will run to the corner and like look around, not seeing her. I'll fine. Oh, good. I can get straight up in the middle of the room again with 60 movement.
Nice.
And I'll gesture at the Sultan and go. And I'm like, like one eye like swollen and like blood coming out of my armor. I'm like, I love to continue, but I think, oh god, and I'm just gonna and just kind of like hold my side, like I'm hurting, so I'm gonna act like I can't see her, but I'm not entirely sure I'd beat her if she was here. I'm gonna try and give that message,
I'll make an insight check.
Yeah, make a deception check if you're trying to get him into like, I see it's over.
I mean, it's partially true. I'm pretty low on health,
Oh,
man.
Snap! That may be difficult. Hey, Stray Cat.
Can I make a persuasion check instead? Because
Yeah,
I'm
if
pretty
you want,
sure
yeah.
if she hit me again, I'm dead. Okay.
I won't let you die.
That's 15 plus 4, which is 19.
Oh, he rolled a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Well, you've completely convinced Nobella. So what she's gonna do? Is it her turn yet?
Almost.
Okay, that's what he does for his turn. So.
The Sultan replies, "The battle must be finished. Don't worry. If any of you fall unconscious, we have the best healers here. You'll be brought back to good health."
Ari starts getting just like closer.
And because his turn is ended, the light from guiding bolt is gone.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm sorry, Ari, what were you saying?
I get up and just like walk closer, like not stepping in any sort of ring that they're in or around, but make sure that I'm like right around where Aga is.
Okay. All
Like
right.
kind of just like, yeah.
Ready for it. Okay. All right, Nobella, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna slash him in the back with a 28.
Oh, yeah.
He's not even going to shield. At this point, he's just like, I don't want to fight.
Yeah, and then I'm going to spend a cruelty point to add an extra d6 damage.
What the fuck is a cruelty point?
It is in the Taldore book, my friend.
Nice.
Oh.
Cruelty points sounds extra brutal.
Oh, that was such a bad roll. 8 damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man, I'm hurting. I'm scared.
And
I
guess
don't
what?
like this.
Extra attack.
Extra attack? You still have martial arts
That
attacks.
is cocked.
That's what?
It was cocked. I have all this stuff on the desk, and so I rolled up to a whole bunch of stuff. And it was
Nice.
cocked. 26 to hit.
Damn. Yeah, that is.
Ooh.
11 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I
just
am-
with
You
the sword.
both are looking pretty hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. I have 15 health left on the dot.
That's still more than me. And you know what? Make a Constitution saving throw.
This is where I die. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna roll low and I'm gonna lose haste and I'll be stunned for my next turn. What's gonna happen? 11 plus 6 is 17.
Okay.
I thought for sure I was gonna lose that one.
Well, I can still do flurry of blows.
Nice.
I messaged you on chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a 14. That doesn't hit. And a 1.
Can we
No,
just
I
say
can't.
that?
I can't do that. I can't do that because Shadow Step is a bonus action, so I can't do flurry of blows. anyways.
Well, can we say for fun that she did and I just caught the last fist? Like we're both tired and we're both like, fuck.
Yeah, that's fine. Bella, go ahead and just do whatever. What do you want to do for a flourishing finishing blow here to Aga?
Yeah, I'll catch the fist and then I'll just like let her have the last hit. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
So if you're gonna catch my fist, you're gonna like, as soon as you catch it, her grin vanishes and it's just furious snarl, and she's just gonna lay into you. Just drop the sword and just lay into you.
Nice.
He is shouting angrily in Elvish as she does too.
Like
I don't know if
Wushu style.
anybody-
He's close.
Yeah, like
Rapid
Dragon Ball
strikes.
Z. Like they don't even draw the fists.
Okay.
Um,
And then just go down and then straight up uppercut.
Did you say Elvin or did you say Sylvan?
Elvish.
Okay. All right.
She comes up, finishes this flurry of blows off with an uppercut that just knocks you back. And clank, clank. With the ice on your arm, you can slide a little bit across the floor. Aerie, the battle's over. Sultan's, well done, well done.
Out of curiosity, because you hit me with an attack, does 9 damage put you at 0?
No, it doesn't. I have 2 left.
Oh, nice.
I was really curious if you were gonna like knock me out, and then the fire shield was gonna be like, "You're knocked out too."
Yeah. No, that puts she. Yeah, so she kind of like covers it with the cloak and just like to herself, going, "Oh."
How much do you have left?
2.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's what's crazy is if he'd have burned his last power surge, he'd have had you too.
Oh,
That was an even fight, man. That was good.
Nobelle, you've got some blood, like almost like more like plasma, like pinkish
ichor.
goop, like
Black. No, it's black ichor.
Okay, dripping out of from the corner of your mouth.
Bleeding black.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Not like pure black, but just kind of like gunmetal gray.
Okay.
Oof. And Aerie, what did you want to do?
I was holding if he went to 0 and something like Nobelle either attacked again or something happened immediately. Like if she doesn't go in again, which I assume she stopped as soon as he hit 0.
I think so.
She looks up and she's gonna take a couple of steps forward and then just step back and straighten up and straighten her hood and
Aerie drops that then and then goes and just does a quick healing word.
Okay. Nice. So you're actually, I guess if you don't mind rolling whatever that would be for healing word, Aerie, we'll give him that. Aga, you knocked unconscious. You sort of brought back to consciousness with Aerie. Is that the touch one or is that the ranged one, Aerie?
See.
Healing word is ranged.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Aerie nearby finishing a spell as you
Plus my
reawaken.
spellcasting ability,
Mhm.
which is seven. That doesn't seem right. To attack, spellcasting. Yeah, I guess. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's your ability modifier, your spellcasting ability modifier.
So
Your spellcasting attack.
Warlocks.
charisma, 'cause
Charisma for warlocks.
So whatever your charisma bonus is.
Oh, okay. It's not plus my. I was like, this seems too high.
How much do I heal?
You heal 3 plus the 6 points.
6 points. Okay, so I've been keeping track of my health, by the way, Dan. I don't know if you've been changing it or not.
I wasn't until just the end. I thought I'd bump it up to the 58 wounds so you knew how much to pull it back from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sultan. Very well. What is your name?
Nobella.
Well, what's the name of your group then? He looks around at...
Lux Maurice, but I'm not there.
Goo, goo. That's just
I
what
don't know.
Thaxl yells when she's in the home stretch. Which can be heard across the prime circle.
Why? And notice how you didn't specify the prime ring. So for all we know, it's the whole prime material
Nice.
plane.
Is a yeller.
I'm like, which one are we again?
That's right. She's not quiet.
Nice.
Ray answers as Aries stumbles and he's like,
Yeah.
"Well,
Well, welcome to Lux Maurice, Nobelle. We will make it official for now. Healers, call some healers in. See that they are healed up and fed and given some entertainment. They have much work ahead of them, as I know they do not want to disappoint me. and gestures to have that done. So the healers come in, they start healing you. You're able to eat and drink. There's tons of good, great stuff to drink, which makes everyone have to use bathroom, which is why we're going to go jump at our bio break. And we'll take it from there. Hey, the party line. All right. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break, and then we will be back and underway. I'm going to go make some coffee.
Yeah, I'm actually I think I'm gonna get some coffee today too.
Ooh, good call.
I think that's the most I have rolled in a very long time.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh my god! And you rolled so high so many times. You had 2 natural 20s. I thought I was done.
Yeah.
You had when you crit twice. I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
That's
There's
it.
no way this wizard is winning this fight.
I really wish I had remembered the cruel point, because not only could I have done another die of damage, I could have regained health.
Oh,
Because
man,
cruel
what is that?
points
I have
are-
Teldori guide. What is that?
Yes, it's in the new feats. It's just called cruel.
Ooh.
Super awesome. Super totally in character for her.
Yeah, I might pick that up too as learning it from you, because I think that Aga would be able to do that too. That's interesting. That's
Nice.
cool. We'll have to talk about it later.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting mix of in combat style. Like, you each have things to sort of negate the other, and
Oh my gosh.
it's just when the strikes are getting through. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's funny because I think if I had rolled any lower on any of my rolls, I would have been done so much faster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if
My
you hadn't
heart.
kept freaking saving.
+6 on con. I specifically built him to be a con monster.
Yeah.
I think, oh my gosh, it's, yeah. I tried to build him to be a effective wizard tank, and I think I did a good job. So.
Blasting.
Yeah. That
you were going to
AC.
get blinded if you went for him again.
Here's my
Aries sitting there backing me up.
Nice.
So,
Mary's sitting there knowing she needs shit from you.
yeah, I mean that's what I meant. Yeah, that's how Aga thinks about everything, man. All right, bio break.
Okay.
Yes,
Catch y'all
please.
soon. All right, I'm going to do that and that. All right. Coffee. Oh, my legs. My legs.
welcome back.
Work is the worst.
What's the worst?
Work.
Indeed. I was just trying to look through the beasts and try and find a challenge rating like close to 8, but none of them have one.
I have the app that's pretty cool for that. For the
I mean, Giant Ape seems like it's about the closest it's going to get at a challenge rating 7. And with 23 strength, it's not a bad choice. So. Hey, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Do you enjoy homebrewing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to, like, homebrew up a few, like, infernal beasts that I can polymorph into?
I don't see why
Or
not.
do you want me to just stick to, like, standard beasts from the monster manual and keep track of it myself?
Let me come up with a few and balance them the way that I feel they would be balanced, and then let you check them out and see if there's something you're okay with.
Okay.
And then if you are, awesome, and if not, then we can stick with the regular stuff.
So just as a reference for what I was looking at Giant Ape for, like, when I have to fight.
Okay.
Or where did it go? There was a flying one that I can no longer find. I think it's a giant eagle.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Yeah. I would also want like a akin to a giant eagle or a giant owl, preferably, actually, I think, because I have one.
Right.
So a giant owl, some infernal variation on both of those would be the ones that I was looking at.
Okay.
Cool, man. But until I have those are going to be my go-to.
Gotcha. Oh, that's from that. All right. Gorilla. Oh, giant versions. Okay. All right. I will take a look through.
I had no idea Aga was going to be that effective in melee.
That was
surprising. Although I think all of my damage came from like one lucky 20.
So
it's
the
kinda hard
guiding
to
bolt.
call me it's kind of hard to call me effective when that's like where most of the damage came from. I think lucky is a better way to put it. Like I rolled that 20 and I was like, dope, and I was so excited about it. And then I was like, oh shit, what if I beat her? Like that's not good. So that scared me.
Awesome. Oh yeah, let me clear this map out since technically we are out of combat. I'm gonna remove everyone's wounds as you're both healed up to full by the Sultan's healers.
That whole scene with him like, oh, fight until you're unconscious, we'll take care of you, reminds me very much of like the Hunger Games in the Capitol, and like how they eat until they're sick and then they go drink the stuff to vomit and then they come back and eat some more.
Yeah.
It feels very like indulgent.
Right? It very much is. Why does this one look so weird? Oh, there we go.
That was crazy. I still had 2 5th, 3 2nd, and 2 3rd level spell slots.
Oh, nice.
I was still in that fight.
It was a surprise fight. I had to quickly look for a map. It's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. Here's the challenge. Oh, where's the map?
Oh,
Thank
God.
you, Google. Yeah. Oh,
That would have. That's crazy. That was a fun fight. That was a lot of fun.
Good.
It's also, I feel like fights like that are also like a really good learning experience, because I feel like now I'm gonna be so much better because I'm gonna know what to do when it comes to like, oh shit, there's a melee combatant and I as the wizard have to hold them off.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna feel a little bit better about that.
Good. Nice.
I might have to head out early depending on what we do next.
Oh, sure thing. No worries. Yeah, let me know whatever you need.
Everything good?
Yeah, just a sick boyfriend.
I mean, I figure. I mean, I don't know how much longer. What else you have to do in Paelay? Effectively, it's whatever you all want to do in Paelay before heading out to. Nobelle knows where this other person is, and they're in a city, so there'd be some travel to get out there.
I mean, obviously, we'd collect what Ari was just like, we don't need anything, and Rhea was like, no. We need money and potions and transportation.
Awesome. I feel like she'd very much want those, like, try and get those things out of the Sultan. I was like, yeah, that's probably
no, 100%. 100%. I messaged her that.
Nice. Awesome. But if you need to go now, I mean, I think that's all. I don't know that there's any big compelling story points. I feel like it's going to be some more Paelay stuff and travel. I don't know. What do you all think?
Going back to the house and the book.
Yeah, the house, the book, and then I was going to check in on that contract that Hell sent me.
Right. Okay.
I was going to ask, after we left, Ari was going to come back really early in the morning and check for a contract to get the higher level, to see what he needed, what he would want her to do.
Okay.
If Aga was ever told about that, he'd be interested in it as well.
Okay.
Wait, how does it work? Is it like she does a favor and the group gets it, or?
So I believe that, and I'll have to check with them, but I believe that they put, you and Rhea are in the party from the beginning. They had signed you up. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, even though I don't think you had been there. You'd split ways just outside of the city, I think. No, that was outside of Xangard. So maybe I forget, but I'm pretty sure you're in this party already. What happens is now, they had to complete quests, and that earns them more rank, more prestige, and they kept getting to move up, and then they did that huge quest for the Sultan, which bumped them up to the prime ring. But there are other stages now that you're in the prime ring, so it's more completing quests for the Sultan. And the more you do, or the more difficult they are, the faster you move up. Or the more you'll move up.
I think Ari is getting the itch to get a contract again.
Okay.
And then secondly, likes having the ability to go kind of in her own way and at a place. So
right.
She would push to get a contract to work on while they're out also doing hunting down this Regis.
Okay.
So she probably would have, and I don't know, maybe we can retcon it for next week, because she probably would have discussed it with Rhea.
Okay.
First.
All right. We can have you do that tonight. Yeah. So if you need to leave now, no worries. Or if you need to leave at any point, that's fine too, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do it in the middle while we're still playing, so I might leave it this halftime to make it easier.
Okay. And if anything gotcha. I was super glad to have you here, while you were here, so thank you. And I do hope your I can't remember his name, but I do hope he feels well soon.
Yeah.
Steven, I'm sure will be good.
Neat.
But
Good.
There's all of this
Fun.
in our house now.
I was just having the same man cold, and what made me feel like a billion times better was lemon tea with a shit ton of honey in it.
Okay. Nice.
Whiskey helps too.
I've heard whiskey also.
Yeah, hot toddy is what I'm hearing. That's
I forgot. I was afraid I was running too late, so I only grabbed the tea. I missed the honey, I missed the lemon, and I missed the whiskey.
Nice.
I got the tea.
All right, you beautiful humans. I will see you next week.
Awesome.
Next week.
Have a great night.
Hope he feels better soon.
Bye.
Take care. All right,
Wahahaha.
Yes.
What can I do to Aries' room now?
Nice.
Oh no!
JK, JK.
I guess
Hey,
gonna walk
at
in and
least-
be like, "Who licked my floor?"
Nice. Blood is
You're
smudged.
welcome. You're welcome. You knew that was the one thing you always wanted in life, was this, for someone to lick your bloodied floor.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Take it downtown.
Oh, I'm so glad Tassos is back. So happy.
Oh man.
Steph, that's hilarious.
Yes, Steph, you missed it. You missed it. I won't repeat.
Nice. Let's see. I'm trying to recall your contract for the solo contract, and because I'd written it down somewhere in my notes, and I was looking it up the other day because you were kind enough to give me the heads up. It's something to be pursuing, and I could not find for the life of me what I'd written down.
There's a female, and she was under contract with Devils and knew it, and so she was well protected, and that was all you told me.
Ah, yes. Let's see. So, you are going to be checking in with them again to be like giving more information, or were they intending to send you something more detailed? Or...
I thought they had said, we'll send more info with the books when they arrive.
Thank you.
I was going to go check in with whatever contacts I have in the city for getting materials from the Hells and picking up the books, because I picked up a book on the Pale Lady for Dina. I picked up, oh god, it's in, hold on, let me pull it up because I do have it written down.
Nice.
Cormanda, the Pale Lady, Possession, and Ethereal Creatures. I asked for a book on each. Anything they had, at least a book on each. And I had asked for info on the any relics in parts of 3 known to be on this continent. So I'm looking for info on the pendant that Thaxl has.
That's right.
And then elven woman named Laurel Romaris. So you gave me more than that. You gave me her name. Laurel Romaris, going by the name Ronan in Paelay. Narrowly avoided death, was meant for the Hells by nature, carefully avoided danger since has begun training herself in Paelay to learn to fight, protect herself, become strong enough to avoid the Hells.
Laurel Romaris.
So I think since I already have her name, I may actually ask about anybody known as Ronan while we're in the Sultan's court and see if there's any info there.
Sounds good.
Well, if we're asking for info, then I'm gonna ask about the person I'm searching for.
Heyo, let's do well. You just got your day pass, man. Careful with over requesting. But yeah.
Well, just like, hey, do you know? It's like, okay, well, people are asking for information about this person. Have you heard about this person? Well,
yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be a long shot, but
the problem with people in power is anytime you ask them for info or favors, they always assume that it's either in payment for something you've already done, or now you owe them. Always, people in power are fucking dangerous. I can't see them. That's why I want to be one of them. So I'm the scary one. Speaking as Aga, not as Rob.
I don't know your name tag says otherwise.
But it's the best I could do. That actually hurt my throat. Been coughing too damn much lately.
Cough drops.
Yeah, man.
Whiskey.
Lemon honey cough drops are magic, yo. But I'm drinking beer right now, so I don't want to ruin the flavor. Side note, Victoria actually brought this over the other night. Smithwick's Red Ale, Irish made.
Ooh, nice.
Ruby red brew with a gentle hop bitterness and a sweet malt finish. It's very good. It's like a low alcohol percentage, so you can sit there and sip on it for a while without getting
I just did the entire first half with no dialect. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, that's right. It's hard to remember that, though. It is.
I was too busy fighting.
Yeah.
That's like the first real fight I've actually had with Nobelle.
Oh, right.
Because the other one I was mostly unconscious.
It was like down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah.
So I shot you a quick message, Sam.
Yeah, I saw that, and that's
cool.
why I said that person's like, hey, she's gonna take him as I'm not gonna actually say it. I'm going to narrate it.
Neato. Thanks.
So I'm giving you a heads up.
Thank you.
So do you have like an aside as the Sultan?
Well, like, it won't be an aside. It's just I'm keeping
Hush
the information about my past hidden.
Yeah, so like hush voices. So
like me, the player, I'm keeping information about my character secret.
Secrets are no fun.
Oh, they're tons of fun when they're revealed.
Unless you share them with me.
Nice.
Because then that's too big a reveal.
Sultan gives some more drinks and everyone gets healed up. Nobelle, you're given paperwork where you are instated as a Sheikah with the party. You're now a full member of Lux.
Sorry, did you say I'm a Sheikah?
Lux Maurice. Yes,
Maurice?
Sheikah.
You said so. Okay, so I'm a Sheikah.
You
I'm
are
also
a
a-
Sheikah now. Yep.
I'm also a ninja, so just call me Impa.
Nice.
Hey-o.
Zelda-yo.
I like that
Sweet.
reference.
Yeah.
That made me happy. I need to go replay Ocarina of Time.
All of them.
So good. As the night, carries on, everyone's able to head back to the keep unless you all have anything you want to do on the way.
I think on the way back, since we're already at the Sultan's Requiem, I will probably stop by wherever my contacts are, because that's where I was working, so I'm assuming my contacts are within the Sultan's keep, or at least nearby. And so I'll stop by the Contacts for Hell and just pick up all the books and everything if they're there.
Yep, you definitely find they have what's the word? Like a comprehensive works regarding the Pale Lady, which actually isn't that big of a book because there's a lot unknown about her. A much larger book about Cormanda, also a comprehensive book. Let's see.
Minor deities for dummies.
Nice.
I'm not a dummy.
Yeah.
Intelligence 18.
Nice. That's awesome. Aga sulks back to the key, the estate.
I'm not a dummy. That's what the books are for.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's also a book on possession and ghosts. It's all in one book that effectively talks about the members, the not members, but the wow, come on, brain. The residents of the
Ethereal.
Yes, thank you. Ethereal plane.
Dark arts for dummies.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm not dumb.
Was there another book you were looking for?
Yeah, no, it's very funny. Oh
does
god,
that cover
I had switched off of it.
Sorry.
Cormanda, Pale Lady, Possession, Ethereal creatures, and relics that are like relics or legendary artifacts built in parts of 3, known to be on the prime material plane and this continent.
Okay.
If there are any, I don't like if there's any documentation. I'm looking for documentation of Thaxl's ambulance.
Okay.
That's definitely not oddly specific.
Yeah.
This is more like a dossier kind of put together with different bits of information they have. There are some relics that have either were forged in 3 or otherwise split in 3, but none that match the pendant. I mean, as you skim through that one, there are none that seem to match the pendant.
Okay. So, not going to make you do it on the spot, but I would like to know what those other ones are and what they do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll work something up for you then.
Okay. Is there a way for me in Fantasy Grounds to add these books to my inventory?
There should be a little a red circular edit button with a pencil icon in the center, the bottom right in your inventory tab. And I think if you click that, it highlights a bunch of.
Oh, an ad! Fantastic.
Neat.
You're the bomb.
Woot.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. All right, so as well, let's see. You're getting that. You're asking about the contract, but you already have most of the info, so you're not actually asking about that. You have the name. You ask. Are you asking at the Sultan's Requiem about someone named Ronan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll describe. High elf, female, named Ronan. May or may not have info on McGregor.
Thaxl's not there. Nobelle's there. Ares there. Rhea.
I would probably do that.
Separate?
Well, nah. I don't think it would care. I don't think I would care.
Okay.
Because I don't think they'll question me in front of the Sultan, and if they question me later, I don't think that he would hide what he's doing.
So the Sultan himself, knows some names of some people, but it's much higher ranked people. But at the the hub for that information, at the actual Sultan's Requiem and the Prime, they are able to give you an answer. Of course, Rhea looks at you, to you as well. Ronan.
Yeah.
We know Ronan.
Oh, good to know. I'm looking for her.
Ooh. Oh, why is that? Yes, nonchalantly.
She just might have some info I need. That's what I'll say, in front of the Sultan.
Nice.
And then later I'll pull Rhea aside. But
Okay.
we can go over that in a bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, Nobella, you asked for some information, and I think the best they're going to be able to give you is that they can look into it.
Which I would assume that if he were to come into this area, he would attempt to get into just straight up to the Sultan anyways.
Yeah.
So they would have known if he had been here or not.
Yeah, on the books, they don't recognize anything.
Okay.
All right. So everyone, I assume, is able to head home, and of course you enter. And
I feel like Aga and Nobella just kind of have this odd respect for each other now.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like on the walk home, Aga would be like, one of these days we'll have to have a normal fist fight, and then he'll kind of go like this and let the claws come out of the armor. He'll go, I think it'd be pretty fun. Shrink.
That's interesting. The longer you wait, the more powerful I get too.
That just means it'll be more fun.
Exactly.
It's that kind of tit for tat conversation the entire way back, or so I envision.
Yeah.
just we're bros now that we've punched each other.
Awesome.
Fist bump, clank.
It's clank into Play-Doh.
I was imagining more straight bone, but that's fun too.
Nice.
Wait, you're Elven.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're super pale. I can't tell. Never mind. I'm speculating out loud. Don't listen.
Awesome.
This is so much fun.
Yes. So you all return home. The estate is rather quiet, save for a floating skeleton that's just going by. Oops, I slipped. One more time. Looks Maurice, looks Maurice, looks Maurice. And it flies off.
That is not what she would have said.
What would Thaxl have said in the home stretch, Ed?
Oh my god.
That is not for live stream. That is a very intimate moment.
I feel like
That's too far beyond.
lizard folk
Yeah,
druid
for
would be rather.
I'm gonna let that just sit in your imagination, and the person that comes up with the best response wins something,
Yes.
Something. They win something.
Bragging rights.
Yeah.
or brownie points.
I feel like poor Tassos has been hit by like your bonus action bite attack by accident so many times.
She can only use that once. The hungry jaws.
Right as
thing.
he's in the home stretch, just
Oh,
to
God.
Unarmed claw strikes by accident, you know, like
yeah.
poor
That-
guy's got scars.
Well,
Thaxl
we both have scars.
Heal.
Heal. Yeah, I'm really good at scratching and healing.
Nice. Thaxl does an actual donkey punch because she's because
Oh
druid.
god. Oh
No,
god.
we are having an intimate moment, curled
It's
up.
none of our business. Yep. Oh, that's so cute.
That's it's
Curled up by the fire spear.
on the floor with a rug.
Dude,
Aw.
Not
And if
gonna
we
lie.
didn't have a
Super-
rug, we would have yelled for a rug.
Super
And-
thick blanket.
yeah. Well,
that would
no,
actually
no, I
be
want like
really
a big
romantic.
bear
Like-
rug.
Aw.
And there's like a flaming inferno of a fire, and you're just like, oh.
I would have made that happen. Called out to your queen once. Oh, I don't. Well, I have no.
Your queen wants a non-flammable blanket.
Amazing. So the rest of you have returned. And of course, Nobelle, you have the next bit. Then you've got the next contact in that other town for how to pursue the phylacteries.
Right.
Excuse me. The rest of you return. Do you want to sleep, or do you all want to engage at all tonight at the estate?
I will. I have somebody else. If nobody else has anything they want to do.
I was gonna pillow talk, but that's about it.
Nice.
She'll be like in the middle of pillow talking, and she'll hear like a gosh, like on her door, kind of angry sounding.
Yes. What?
Where's the book?
Up your butt.
You hear
I'm in the
Tassos
middle.
snicker.
I
I'll,
am in the
No
middle
joke.
of something.
What kind
No.
of play were you guys doing?
no joke. Aga's gonna try the door. Is it locked?
No, probably not. Let's be honest.
He's gonna walk in completely unfazed and start looking around for your. He's just gonna not even care about like the cuddling.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like the book, and I'm gonna look at the skull. Where is it? And he's gonna tell me where it is because he's been following it around.
I cast Gus on the skull.
It's in the bag.
That's pretty much what it does start answering, yes.
I'm gonna, go over.
Don't
I'll
touch
give it back.
No, I
Yes,
wasn't done looking at it.
and I'm gonna keep walking towards the birds.
I am going to wild shape into a dire wolf and leap onto my bag and growl.
Ooh, also make a wisdom saving throw, Thaxl. Just a straight one, not disadvantage.
That was a. Oh my god, I can't do. 13. 13. 'cause I rolled.
Okay. You genuinely do not want to let anyone else have this book. You want this book. You do not want another soul to have it. It would not be right to be in another person's hands. Only you are worthy of holding the book and whatever powerful secrets lie within it.
And okay, so first, before I transform, can a dire wolf fit into this room? I don't want
Yeah.
to squish
Mhm.
Tassos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you might.
Well, I still don't want to hurt him.
Yeah, oh, it's sweet.
in that way. I'll hurt him in other pleasurable ways.
Nice. He just stands up. He's sort of like walking the dinosaurs. He goes over to the window and he's looking out the window, like minding his own business. Super thick buns just out in the air.
Yeah, so big giant paw is on my bag, and I am now snarling and growling.
Aga will go, listen. Okay, fine. There's no need for... And he's going to cast Sleep at 5th level. Centered on Thaxl. Actually, centered behind Thaxl so that he's not caught in it.
Okay.
So how many D8?
Jeez.
5d8 for the 3rd level spell, and I think it's additional 2d8 per spell slot.
I can tell you right here. It is, in fact, an additional 2d8 for each spell slot above. So.
Oh, and it's a 1st level spell.
Mm-hmm.
So 5d8 plus
8.
8d8.
13d8.
So 13d8. Okay.
But my HP stacks.
No, your HP, if it's damaged, stacks. But for putting you to sleep, it's just your current health.
It's going to be the hit points of a dire wolf.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that is not great to start out. 9. That's great. 9 plus... Oh, God. 16 and 6 is 22. So 31. And 12 is 43, and 1 is 44, and 6 is 52, and then one more roll, not all 3 of them. 57. I think a dire wolf is asleep at 57. Okay, all right, I didn't know.
Is Tassos in the radius too?
He's on the other side of the room watching out the window. He's squeak. Oh, hey,
she's fine. She's just asleep.
And
I'm
this
gonna
book,
pick
is
up.
it hers or yours?
I gave it to her for safekeeping, and she's not giving it back. And I'm gonna drop the purse back, and I'm gonna say, "I'm sorry. This went so unpleasantly," and I'm gonna walk out of the room. I'm going to leave the door open, too. If he's naked, I don't care.
He's going to step out in the hallway, and just as you're walking away, just be like, all right, but I'm going to wake her up, and if she wants that book, she's going to get that book.
He's just going to kind of look at him. Does a 16... Do I know this is... Is there enough resemblance that I know this is Ray's brother?
Oh, that's a good question.
With a 16 perception.
Let me roll and see how similar they look. I mean, not in the picture she found, but probably. What was
or
it?
At least
16?
at least with the 16. At least with the context as well of knowing.
Mm-hmm. I'll say.
So
yeah.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll say you should ask Rhea, whose hands it's probably better in, and then I'll turn around and keep walking.
He spins
and I'll just go to my room and lock the door.
Okay.
Do I need to make any saving throws? I'm holding the book in my bare hands.
Not just yet. Nope, you've got the book back. It feels kind of good to
bare
have the
hands.
book back.
Oh yeah, well, I mean gauntleted hands.
Tassos goes over to Thaxl on the bed and runs his hands through her fur and just kind of gently, Thaxl, gives a little gentle shake, which would nudge you out of the sleep. Hey, everything all right in here? That your friend there put you to sleep, looks like. Took the book. I told him we'd be seeing him if that was something that you needed to keep. Although you can do a fresh wisdom saving throw if you want, since the book is out of your possession.
No.
Oh, okay.
Am I still in wolf form, or am I
Yes. Yep. You're still in wolf form.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess if you fall asleep, it would probably pull you out of wild shape.
out? Okay.
So he just puts one hand on your shoulder and the other on a boob. He's like, "Wake up, Thaxl," because he's dirty like that. Wake up, Thaxl.
I don't think wild shape
Wake
requires
up.
concentration, Dan.
Oh no. Okay.
She falls asleep in wild shape all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, because I
he's
can
just
stay
petting.
in.
Yeah, so she's still.
So still die roll for him.
Or, but if I fall unconscious, is that technically falling unconscious? So I would have reverted back.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I'll have to
Because
remember
it's
that.
a bonus action to revert back, or if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points or die.
Ah, okay. All right.
Did not know that stipulation.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you can sleep. I guess. Well, I think that's a house rule, though.
I guess you fall asleep, and as you fall asleep, you back into normal. You know, so for the moment of you falling asleep, you're like, I'm a comfy wolf, and then you wake up normal.
Or it's just funny to have a druid fall asleep as an animal. So
Because
That
it's
too.
precious. Yeah. Okay, so she's back in Thaxl form. You're gonna. Tassos is gonna see. I'm just imagining just like little sparks of like lightning start like ticking in her eyes. Because first she's pissed that he put her to sleep like an animal. Second, she's gonna ask Tassos like in this deep growl, like, where did he go?
Let's lock that then. Let's go. I'll show you.
Alright.
And he stuffs his thick buns and such and everything else into his jeans. But I think he's going to go shirtless through the house with you. Because why not throw in a shirtless Tassos walking around the house? He's got the big scars on his torso. And just says, down this way. And walks with you down the hallway. Of course, this is sort of in the general area of Aga's bedroom. He didn't see where Aga went aside from down this hallway. So that's really all the info we can give you.
Cool. I'm assuming. Okay, well, in her head, she would probably just go straight to Aga's room and quietly, if she can, try to check the knob because she thinks that he would have probably locked it.
Okay. I think, yeah, it's locked. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Tassos like, you may want to stand a little further that way.
Understood. Takes a few steps back and to the side.
And I am going...
She's gonna hear from the other side of the door. You'll get the book back because the owl is in the hallway, as it always is. You'll get the book back. Just relax. And he's already
Excuse me?
through it.
Relax? Okay, that was her tipping point. Like she is she is
you done
going
messed up,
He's
boy.
looking through the eyes of the owl right now, by the way.
she is gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Counter
Okay.
spell. Counter
I don't know-
spell.
Does it have to be within sight?
I'm looking through my familiar's eyes.
Okay, what level are you trying to counterspell that at?
Third.
Yeah, I was casting it at a 4th, so nice try.
All right, I'll
Um,
roll for it.
Okay.
What is the spell level? 4th?
Yeah, well, it goes up.
I rolled a natural 17.
I cast it again.
I mean, again. I'll counterspell
Yeah,
again at third
okay.
level.
Yep.
He didn't
Okay,
use all
we
his
gotta-
spells in the fight with me.
Yeah, that's
Roll
true.
roll again.
Natural 18.
Fucking shit.
Another one goes down.
Okay,
Huh.
roll it
Thaxl.
again. She's not stopping. Flaming Sphere again.
This time it's a 4th level counterspell.
It's not. It's on a
That's-
4th level.
No,
anymore.
that's okay. But that's what I'm saying. Is all I have left is 4th level and higher. So.
Okay.
Oh, that
okay.
sucks.
So you're casting it at 5th. Is that what you said?
I don't know.
I'm counterspelling. So what's my?
Oh
DC?
yes, it's at a 5th.
Yeah. Okay. 13 plus 4 for 17.
I don't know. Wait, what is this going up against?
So the DC when you counterspell a spell level higher than you cast it at is 10 plus the spell level. So it's at a 5th level. It's a 15 DC.
Oh, gotcha,
and
gotcha.
I roll the dice and add my intelligence modifier. So,
Okay.
The third one fizzles out.
Nobelle
Cast it again.
sticks her head out in the hallway. Do y'all mind keeping it quiet? Some of us are trying to commune over here.
I will get back to you in a minute. Cast it again at 2nd level.
It's not gonna work.
This time it's a 4th level counter spell, so it just
Cast it again.
this time in between, instead of counter spelling, I'm going to center sleep on her again, and I'm going to cast it at 5th level again because all I have is one more 5th level spell slot.
Okay.
So 13 d8 again. Let's see if I can even put Thaxl to sleep. I have no idea. But
You can certainly try.
since I'm centering it on her, I'm assuming I'm also going to get Tassos. So who has the lowest health? That's
He went further down. I pushed him away, though.
Oh, okay. So it's just you. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, good rolls. 15. Ooh, good rolls again. 32. Oh my God. 32 and 14 is 46, and 7 is
Just gotta stretch a little bit.
53, and 7 is 60, 8 is 68, 1 is 69, 1 more d8,
Heyo.
and 8. So
Nope.
77.
Nope.
Damn, really?
She has a lot of HP.
I'm a
Shit.
motherfucking druid, bitch.
I tried.
Does
That would have put me to sleep.
a 21 hit your owl?
A 21? Oh God, yeah.
Tassos, yeah. He knows, he has basic understanding of magic. So like, how is he doing this? So he keeps watching and watching. He's standing over near-ish the owl.
What's he attacking with? Shirtless and jeans.
He's
He
just
unzips and That's amazing.
He just
He's
flexes
got-
and the owl just.
Let's see. What does he have? Because I've got to look up his class and see what he can do.
Can he just punch the owl? Because
Well,
that's
he
funny.
can. He actually has a boatload of things that work with his melee, so it's not a standard thing. But I have to
And
pull it up.
I know he has
Owl- the
legendary
owl-
actions.
The owl is right outside the door, and she ushered Tassos down the hallway. So is he
Well-
coming back?
Ninja run.
Yeah. At this point, he's just figured out. Because I didn't want him jumping in, but I figured he's probably watched it enough where he's like, okay, I see what's up.
Nobelle is
And
just
that
standing
would
in
not
her
have-
doorway going.
That would not have put Tassos to sleep, by the way, if you were wondering. He has more hit points than I do.
Damn.
Nice try.
He comes down.
It was.
Double
Was I at least close to your max
No.
health?
No.
What's your max health?
I'm not going to tell you. Don't tell him, Dan.
I won't say anything. It's definitely
Jesus
solid.
Christ.
Yeah.
Nobelle is just kind of standing there going like,
When we get there one day, I'm just gonna 9th level sleep you to see if I can do it.
Nice.
Bring it, bitch.
Is 8 hit points enough to knock out your owl?
I'm pretty sure that like an owl has like 2 hit points or something like that.
Okay.
Like a standard owl.
Mhm.
I could be wrong, and I'll look it up. But for now, we'll assume yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 hit point.
Okay. Yeah, he reaches down and just backhands the owl. And it goes back into the Feywild and disapparates.
Thanks, babe.
Right. Takes a few steps back, leans up against the wall, crosses his arms, just let you do your thing.
All right.
Nobelle kind of looks over him like, it's okay, I appreciate this.
She is going to try this again. Flaming Sphere.
Door's
She
just
is-
gonna as it casts.
Well, and here's what she's going to do, because she can action to cast. Bonus action, she is pushing it to you.
All right. What does he have to roll as the flaming sphere?
A dex
The
saving
strength
throw.
or dex?
Dex.
Hey.
I'm
I
bad
mean,
at this.
yeah.
That's a 2 minus 1.
Oh, so even you figured she was out of spells. And you're like, fine, let's just address this. You open up the door, and this final flaming spear she cast, sphere, pushes through and just washes right through you. What is that? How much damage does that do, Thaxl?
Well, I'm only doing it at 2nd level because it took all of my higher ones.
Whoops.
Whoops. Just 2d6 for now.
Okay.
Let's hear it. What's the damage?
12.
Yeah, for real. With my luck, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just 5. 5 right
okay.
now.
And then if I stay within 5 feet of it, it does it again,
Well,
right?
she's going to bonus action just ram it into you until you give her book back.
Thaxl, you're going to burn the whole place down?
That's fine.
No. No.
Do you want this in your face?
I mean, I could just get around it. It's really not that hard, but
Okay, I'm sorry.
Calm yourself.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
I have had one person tell me to relax tonight and one person to tell me to calm down. And
You're overreacting, girl.
Aga is going to literally, while they're having this conversation, step out of her view and onto the balcony. And otherwise she doesn't see what happens after that.
well, she's going to turn around and try to throw that flaming sphere towards you.
Like through the doors?
And yell through whatever.
Because I went out on the balcony where you can't see me.
Well, she's going to enter the room then and yell for you.
No response.
Tassos?
Right. And he walks in behind you.
Can't you just stop her? This is getting a little bit ridiculous. The whole place is going to burn down over a book.
And let's see, I don't know that he's met you yet. But
No,
he
he
kind of
hasn't.
looks at you, Nobelle. I couldn't stop her if I wanted to, and I don't. But I'll make sure this place don't burn down none, all right? And he pushes in past you like, what do you need, darling?
I'm going to shadow step my way out of the house and go find.
Okay.
So I ain't having none of this, yo. I'm going to go find a quiet spot and I'm going to go continue my conversation that I was having.
She's going to tell Tassos, I need that book back. It was Revis's. I need it back.
All right. And he's
If
going
not, I was like, if not, I'm going to burn motherfucking Aga to the ground. Like, she's so upset. She's not going to actually kill you, but she's so upset right now.
I just think it's hilarious because Aga had the book in his possession and said, I don't want to bring this into the Sultan's Requiem. Put this in my room. And now he's fighting to get it back from her. It's like,
Nice.
oh my god.
What?
But, okay.
Now, did you have it on your person, Aga, as you left? Because I'm only
I
asking
did.
because... Okay.
Yeah. I had it on my person, and not only that, but when I stepped out onto the balcony, I misty stepped to the ground and left.
Okay.
We probably kind of
And
crossed
while they were having their whole conversation, their argument there,
Mhm.
I'm like headed back to like where I was staying elsewhere, because if I'm getting burned in this place, I'm not staying here.
So Tassos looks around, does not see the book, heads over to the balcony, and let's say you can run pretty far inside of half minutes, 5 rounds. Yeah, it's because it's nighttime. I don't think you'd be able to see Aga at this point. He would have probably cleared the yard and be elsewhere. But Tassos looks around. It's either up on the roof or down already in the city somewhere.
Well, he can't hide. Gotta see what I could do.
Look, you tell me this book is important to you, and I will get every contact I can in this city.
Bringing down the whole fucking mafia on me, yo.
You took her fucking book.
No, I didn't. She took my book. I grabbed it off his body and then gave it to her for safekeeping.
I know.
And now she's saying it's hers.
Only
That's
because
called theft. That's called theft.
Only because he thinks she's the only one that needs it. It's not her thinking straight. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know.
Clearly, it's not her thinking straight.
Yeah, let know.
What do you need from me, hon?
I need you. Ooh, she's gonna go southern now. Huh. I need you to find him.
Done.
Don't hurt him.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna hurt him.
I won't hurt your friend. I know you're just looking
But
for
I'm
the
gonna
book.
hurt him. Okay, I need the book.
All right.
Or him. Both. I really just need the book. I
All
want
right.
to go circle around the city. And I'm going to turn into something that can see.
Okay.
Can an eagle see at night? Probably not.
Tassos heads back to your room and grabs a sending stone and sends a message out. I love it when things go sideways and take a whole new turn. Yeah.
Let me know how long it takes for me to get to my old place of residence.
I mean, you've got a good head start, certainly before anything actionable can be done, unless Thaxl's doing something right now, of course. But
I think she was going to turn into a flying creature and try and find me. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Can I try to find Aga?
Yeah, you probably would have ran into me if you left as soon as that conversation with Tassos was done.
Yeah, and like she can shadow step.
You'll see him running. Like, I'm out. Yeah.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah, the stone wall
I'll actually like briefly like give her a glance and be like, "Want to stay somewhere a little safer?"
You mean a little more sane? Sure.
Yeah, that's the one. Follow me, and I'll lead her because she's a Sheikah, so she can. I have a feeling that my other residents won't mind a possible recruit.
All right. Yep. So I guess I just need to know what you want to do, Thaxl.
Get him.
That's your whole plan. Get her.
Get him. Well,
I feel like that's Thaxl's plan most time. It's just fuck him up, get him dead.
That's what she does. Let's be honest. She's going to. Knowing she's been here for a while, if she turns into something giant in this city, will she get tackled? I think is what.
I will say that aside from the Reapers, you haven't seen anyone or anything large flying through the skies or anything like that.
That's what I was. Okay.
They'd shoot you down.
That's what. Yeah. Oh.
Air defenses.
Air defense Reapers.
Yeah, mounted ballista like blah 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 blah.
Nice.
It's awful. I guess she'll turn into a panther.
Ooh. Okay.
After she, I can't remember if Aga's room is on the second floor. Second. Okay, she would have like climbed out or like gone out before she would and just like taken off.
All right, make a survival check to see if you can pick up any tracking scent or anything.
That's a 13.
I can make a stealth check if you would, just so I have an idea of you covering your tracks and such.
Can I assist? Can I be assisting him?
To be honest, I think that.
Wait a minute. Wait. Using a luck point. 19.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that Aga's not even trying to cover his tracks. He thinks his head start is enough. He's just rushing.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
He's just full head on, like move, dash, like trying to get there. Because if he gets there, she's not getting in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Thaxl, you've picked up the scent. He's 4 rounds ahead. It's 24 seconds between Tassos saying, I couldn't stop her if I wanted to, and I don't. And then for him to scan, because that's like a couple turns, and a couple turns for him to kind of scan the room before you head out, and for you to get outside. So he's at a dash.
And Nobelle's running alongside him, just like jogging.
It's like, you're a little slow in that armor, bro.
You can't go any farther, any faster.
Nice.
Come on, yo.
I spent all my
50 feet
spells.
around.
Spent all my spells trying to get her to calm the fuck down.
Nice.
A panther can move 50 feet, by the way, in a single round, so it's 100 feet per full.
And what's your footage, Aga, at a dash? 60?
So she's catching up at 40 feet around.
Okay.
But I'm already 60 times 4.
240
plus
feet.
30. Plus 30 for the Misty Step. 270.
Okay. Probably plus 10 because well, I guess she had to climb down too. That's part of her time. But if you're dropping Misty stepping down too, let's do plus 20 instead of plus 30. So 240 plus 30. Sorry, 240. Yeah, 260. Yep. And you're gaining at a is 40 per round. All right.
BRB math.
Yeah. All right. 100 feet difference.
3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But in 3 rounds, I've also moved an additional
180 feet. Let me think. And you're placing the Sultans. So close-ish, but it's still a bit away.
All right. Well,
If bad guy A leaves the house at
I know, really, yeah.
and bad guy B leaves the house at 30 seconds later.
The only spell slots I have left are 2nd level spell slots, but I have 2 of them. So if she at any point enters my visual range from behind, and where I'm going is within sight, I will point it out to Nobelle, and I will start Misty stepping, and we'll do that for 2 rounds. At which point I'm moving 90 feet around.
Okay.
She's only gaining 10 on me.
So while you're all in the prime ring.
So I feel like a dashing panther's kind of.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
100 feet per round. Woo!
Hey,
Yeah,
I got the same speed.
It's close in that it's a few minutes away. It's like 4 or 5 minutes away because you're in the southwestern part is where the estate is. And the Sultan's area is right at the very center. So it's close, but it's still like 4 or 5 minutes. So probably about halfway through that, she's gonna be within. I mean, right now
so
after
I'm not
this.
gonna. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say 3 minutes in, just to be generous with the time frame. She doesn't catch up until 3 minutes. There's 2 minutes left at a full dash to get to the Sultan or back to that area.
So when I see her. Oh, that wouldn't really help much, would it? Okay. Oh.
I'm figuring 60 feet is where she's going to be from you because of buildings and such. Would block a lot. So 60 feet. Thaxl and Aga. Actually, if the two of you want to roll initiative to see who gets to go first.
I'm right
Nobelle.
there too. So much PvP.
All right, Nobelle, what'd you get?
12.
Okay.
I only rolled a 3, guys.
Aga?
17.
Ooh. Okay. And Thaxl?
16.
Ooh, exciting. All right.
Or, wait a minute.
Oh. He needs a luck point.
I fucking hate that lucky feat.
Can you re-roll initiative with luck?
Yep.
Yeah, you can re-roll literally anything with luck.
So that is not going to be an 18.
Oh,
fucking
7.
cheating.
Oh.
No, cheat!
Excellent. All right, Thaxl, so you leap, you're sort of running from building to building, keeping up descent, and leap down off a rooftop onto a cobblestone road, and 60 feet ahead of you, you spot Aga and Nobelle. What do you want to do?
There's drool coming down her. It's like she's rabid, but she's not. I'm gaining as fast as I can, and she has a pounce feature as a panther. If she moves at least 20 feet straight toward the creature and hits it with a claw attack, and it has to make she's trying to bring
You're
it to the
60
ground.
feet away. You have a 50-foot movement speed.
Yeah, no, like eventually.
Okay.
That's her goal. So she could do, let's see, movement of 50, dash 50, and if that includes, and then hits with an attack. I see. And she's still going to try to grapple or pull you down and not worry about the claw attack.
Okay. So do you have dash? Can you use it as a bonus? Otherwise, it's an action to use your dash.
No. No. So, okay, movement 50. Use my action to dash 50.
Let me say this, because I was a little generous with the time frame, letting them get a little closer to the center. I feel like you'd probably, for the flare, probably want to make it 50-foot distance so that we can actually get engaged with some stuff. Since effectively you're supposed to have initiative, in this case, to go first and actually be able to do something. So to keep things juicy, and because I was already generous in the other side of things, I'll say 50 feet. So you're just barely in range.
Okay.
AKA you can pounce.
Pounce! Meow!
You still have to hit, right?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, okay. I'm going to hit with the claw attack, and you need to succeed on a strength saving throw. Oh, that went back into the... There we go. That's probably not going to hit. 9.
Nah.
Just scrapes down the icy armor.
And Aga needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Not if you don't hit.
The target must succeed. Yeah, you've got a hit on that. Mm-hmm.
And then hits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she tried.
Yeah.
Okay. Scrape some ice off that just regrows on his armor. So that's movement and attack. Do you have a bonus action?
Nope.
Okay, so Aga, you're up.
I'm just going to move dash. Screw it. I don't think she can even hit me in that form. I don't think her attack bonus is high enough.
Okay.
So I'll just keep going.
You keep running.
60 feet.
All right, Nobella?
This is getting a little bit ridiculous. I'm going to punch the panther. With the 26 to hit.
Oh, maybe.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw with the panther's Constitution, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Panther, where'd you go? 9?
No, you are stunned for a round until the end of my next turn.
Cool.
So she's gonna just punch, and you took 6 damage, by the way.
Okay.
And I'll just take the second punch just to be like, okay, I'm done with this. With a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna knock her out of wolf or panther form.
Another 6 damage.
It's on auto crit when she's stunned. You're within melee.
Oh, that's right.
So what's that total?
Let me roll another. Okay, 5, 6, 11 damage.
Nice roll.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I only took 4 to my form. Okay, so she's out of panther.
I punched you back out.
I didn't I was going for speed.
That's pretty great.
Just the thought of punching someone out of a panther.
Not only do you punch them out, but you punch them out and they're like, because they're stunned.
Panther tumbles, and
They don't have a lot of
shifts
hit
back
points.
into Thaxl.
If panthers are on all fours, does that mean that Thaxl is now prone?
I'm not
Yeah, I
taking
guess
another
it's
hit. I'm
down,
just
yeah.
going, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Get a hold of yourself, and then she's going to bolt.
I had to run away.
All
I'm
right.
just going to shout behind me, telling her to calm down is not a good idea. Clank, 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 clank.
Amazing. That brings us up to Thaxl's turn, but you're stunned this round. Now, what does that mean, Nobella, exactly? Can she do anything?
She can't do it, and she's incapacitated
Incapacitated.
until the end of my next turn.
Ooh, okay. All right, so Aga, it comes back around to you. You're 60 feet ahead currently. What would you like to do? Continue running, or?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep running, because at this point, I'm going to gain movement. I know Nobelle is slightly behind me unless she dashes up past me. So
I mean, I can bonus action Shadow Step, which is 60 feet, and then another 50 feet of movement, so 110 feet.
yeah, So
Okay.
I know Nobella will catch up, so I'm just gonna
All right.
keep going.
Nobella, are you just continuing to run?
Yeah. she just kind of like leisurely jogs and catches up to Aga.
Awesome.
I feel like Aga's like, and she's like poof, 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 poof down the street, like
Nice. So
like
Thaxl,
Nightcrawler or something.
yeah. Thaxl, you are prone, so it takes half of your movement speed to get up. At this point, you see Aga. So you're back in Thaxl form, lizard folk form. Aga is 120 feet away, as is Nobella. And they're moving, and half your speed is used to stand up. But you are in Thaxl form, and that's the distance away they are, 120 feet.
Okay, my normal movement is 30.
I'm just going to say I'm picturing cinematically like those close-up shots of the head area and shoulder of Aga just superimposed over. You need to calm down. Yeah, and Nobella, you need to chill out. Overlapping over Thaxl.
Oh, you're lucky I used. That doesn't go up. Oh. I had something up my sleeve, but I used up all those spell slots. Okay, they're one
counter spell is invaluable.
Yes.
No.
Stop it. Stop.
All right. Her last 5th level spell, because it is within a range of 120.
Okay.
She is going to
I don't think I can do shit about that.
call upon the wrath of nature. I'm going to choose a point that's going to focus on both of them.
Mhm.
So it's like here, that's going to catch them both.
Okay.
Or if I can't do that, then it's going to be Aga. It causes, the spirits are going to cause trees, rocks, and grass in a 60-foot cube centered on the point to become animated. Wait, because there's like trees and rocks and stuff in the city, right?
The trees are pretty sparse. I mean, definitely rocks.
Rocks. Okay,
Tons
that's
of
fine.
rocks. Yeah.
That's what I needed.
It's centered on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're probably basically right next.
But there's
to each
like
other.
grass and undergrowth here.
I'm assuming I'm running down a
Assuming-
cobblestone street
Yeah.
since we're in the prime.
Mhm.
So any area is now difficult terrain for y'all.
Okay.
If there is any trees, they will attack. If they're, because I know they're sparse, so there's like one.
Mhm.
They will attack. Roots and vines. That's at the end of my turn. I can have one of them lash out. So we'll do that. No. Well, I don't know. What comes first? End of my turn or bonus action?
Bonus
Bonus
action.
Bonus
action.
action.
Bonus action comes first. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to cause a loose rock in the cube to launch at Aga.
Okay.
Spell attack. Woo!
Stone kind of starts floating up around you. Huh? They start
I'm like,
pelting
oh
your armor.
shit! Let's pull the shield up. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's not going to do much. It's an 11. I didn't roll very well.
Your shield holds.
And I'm like, oh, that was significantly easier than I thought it would be. Oh god, that's fine.
And Nobella's just kind of like stepping through it, dancing
Yeah.
over it, shadow steps out of it.
Well, and I didn't read this. There's so much. Like, this spell is like huge. Was there a tree?
That animate
was a
plants,
tree.
is that what that is?
Okay, that was at the start.
Or awake?
Aga, you need to make a dex saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw.
You
is
dodge
this
all the.
is this an area of effect that hits both of us?
No.
Oh, is
Well,
this the
it's-
vine whipping out at me?
No.
Oh god, that's an 8 minus
I
1.
read it. No, sorry. At the
That's a
start of
7.
my turn was the tree,
Okay.
and it's each of my enemies within 10 feet of that tree in the cube. But I'm only really focusing on you.
7.
Aga.
I got
I'm
7.
running right next to him too.
Okay, well, it can swipe at you too if you want.
A dex save of 16.
Fails.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, that was a good roll.
Yeah, primary casters, man. When they've got the high stat, it's like, ooh, that save hurts.
Ooh, I love
You
that.
dodge all the stones and block them with your shield and pull your shield down. You see a tree.
Whomping willow, like whack.
So that's going to be 6 times 3, 18 points of slashing damage.
Which I'll take 9 because I have evasion.
Okay.
Okay.
18 and 5 is 23. Yes.
Were we healed up to full after our
Yes.
spar
Yes.
earlier?
Yeah.
But I took 5
Um,
damage from flaming sphere, so I've taken 23 damage.
How much
in
was it?
this
9?
Second fight.
It was 18, so half of that, 9.
Second fight among friends. Why we do this?
Friends.
I'm evil.
You know
Sorry,
what?
not sorry.
The other day, Rhea was over at my house for a game night, and she brought a game called Drinks with Frenemies, and I feel like that is Kier's Lament.
I love that. That's so true. Yeah.
Now you can make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at these.
Here comes the 1.
That's a 14 plus 2 for 16.
Fails.
Ah,
Okay, so you are now restrained.
Okay.
Okay.
How did all of that happen on one turn? Jesus Christ.
Don't mess with the druid, baby.
What spell is
Okay.
that?
Wrath of Nature.
Oh,
So
shit.
first, it causes difficult terrain. Then at the start of the turn is the trees. Then as a bonus action, you can
Is it
throw
the
a
start
rock.
of your next turn, or is it the start
No,
of your turn? Because
of
the start of your turn
each.
already passed when you cast.
At the start of each of your turns.
Yeah, but you
After
are casting
you
it
cast
halfway through your turn.
Whoops. Okay, well, you can take the slashing damage, but you're still restrained.
Okay, so I'm still only 5 wound then. Okay, I'm still restrained. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad you go first.
Sorry, I'm reading. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, long spells, man. Should
Long spells. I know. There's like 5
Dude,
paragraphs
I'm
on
the
here.
same way. I'm the same way, man. I'm flipping through like beasts trying to figure out what I want to polymorph into.
Nice.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
My turn?
That's it.
Yep, vines wrap around and restrain you.
All right. And I believe you said, Thaxl, I need some clarification. It's a 60-foot radius.
120 feet range, 60
Mhm.
foot cube.
60-foot cube, and you centered it on me.
Yeah.
I'm going to Misty Step the 30 feet out. Because a 60-foot cube has a
Okay.
half distance
Mhm.
of 30, and it's centered on me. So I'm going to,
But don't you have to? You're
Not when
restrained though.
not when you teleport.
Okay.
If I were moving, I would
Okay.
have to.
Okay.
But that's a bonus action, and I've moved 30 feet, and I'm now going to move dash
Mhm.
another 60 feet.
From out of the vines grasp, poof, Aga disappears, poof, reappears.
Is Missy Step a spell?
Bonus action, yeah.
Don't you have spell slots left?
I said I was going to use 2 of them to Misty Step if
Oh.
the residence was within
Mhm.
view.
Gotcha,
but
gotcha.
he
Okay.
said we were only halfway there, and
Yeah.
so I said, all right, never mind, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Disappears, reappears on the other side, and continues running, or
Yeah, continues running.
okay.
Yeah. Then action and movement
Clunk,
dash.
clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah.
It's like this really gentle, like clank, 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 clank.
Nice. All right.
I'm just really trying to get away, man. Leave me alone.
Nobella, then you're up, and you're inside. You've got 30 feet of difficult terrain.
This is a problem. She steps into a shadow and reappears on the 60 feet away, right next to Aga. I
Nice.
love Shadow Step. Best thing ever.
Awesome. Are you continuing to run with Aga?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thaxl, you're starting to feel a little wiped. Everyone is starting to feel a little bit wiped. They continue to run. Now, did you use any... I can't remember if you used any movement with that. You only had half your movement.
I would have moved up 15 feet, but that's about it.
So they were 50 feet away. They bounced, so they're 80, and then ran another 30. Well, this is, yeah, and Nobella's running with Aga. So 110 feet away.
Perfect.
That's where Aga's at.
Perfect. All right, I'm going to run up 30 feet. They're still going to be in range. and we're outside.
Oh,
Cast
boy.
Call Lightning at 4th level.
Okay, so
He's wearing armor.
I'm not gonna. Thaxl would know that she can't be a big giant flying thing in the sky, and when you summon lightning, it creates a big giant thing in the sky.
Then give her book back.
Nice.
Actually,
Aga doesn't know that's happening.
Well,
Yeah, but
she was gonna use a free action to scream at Aga to give the book back. I'm not gonna actually scream it right now. Give the book back. Wait, hold on. If I move 30, if it's 110, I can't. Oh, hold on. 110 away. Minus 30, so that's 80. Damn it, it's too far away. Okay.
Aga, make a wisdom saving throw while we're at it, if you would.
yeah, I was wondering when that was coming.
She
Not
yells.
great. Not great. 14.
Okay, let's see what the book's hold is now. As you hear her call out once again, give me back the book. You know, you may have had some consideration at one point, lend her this book, whatever. But any thoughts at all of relinquishing this book to anybody else completely evaporate from your mind. You have to be the only individual that can properly decipher this and use this book. The power that this book must hold within it would be in the wrong hands, in anyone else's hands. This is your book. You do not want to let it go.
Okay, so do I recognize that as like definitely a magical effect, or is that just me being really pissed at Thaxl?
It's just the thoughts that you have. It's just what,
Okay,
what, you know,
alright.
seems natural to you.
Okay.
All right, she's still going 4th level, Call Lightning.
Okay.
Is Thaxl still obsessed with the book too? Now that he is obsessed with the book.
Well,
I?
it's Thaxl. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw. You've had
Can it
even more
affect only
time.
one person at a time?
Not sure.
That's now at 23.
Okay. With enough time spent away from the book now, as you're casting the spell, you're getting it ready to execute, and you're like, the book, like it doesn't really make sense to you anymore. Like, you care a lot less about this book. It's you still care very much about Revis and everything else, but the book itself, it just all starts to make logical sense again. Like, well, I can't understand those things, you know, and hardly anyone can, because they're just ciphered and so on and so forth. Like, you're relinquished from that, you know, ironclad desire to have and keep the book and not let anyone else have it. It falls away.
Or is she?
You at least don't feel like you need it, but whatever Thaxl wants to do, yeah. The impulse is gone, though.
Nope, she already cast it. No,
Okay.
that's, yeah.
It happens as you finish casting the spell.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
flies out of your hands, and you're like, oh. All right.
Whoops. Dex saving throw, Aga, and if you're in the vicinity, Nobella, because it's a 60-foot radius centered on Aga.
God, another fucking.
So
2.
wait, is it?
It was on 20 and then it on a 2, and oh god.
Good,
Is
thank
that's
you.
a-
does
one.
does lightning? Are you bringing the lightning down right on him?
It's called lightning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
10 feet tall and a 60-foot radius. And we're outside, so I get
a
to add
strike. Is that the storm or is that a strike of lightning?
Strike
Does
is a
it-
5-foot radius.
Yeah.
But the big old storm cloud is huge.
Oh, okay. So I'm right next to you.
Anywhere
so
under
then-
the storm cloud can
Yeah.
be struck. Yeah.
Okay,
So she centered the
well,
storm cloud, I think, on us, because you can center it up to 120 feet away, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then
I was
100
mainly going towards you.
Yeah.
And I'm running right next to him, so I'd still. But I rolled a 24 to save, so I don't get injured.
So I definitely failed. What's that damage, Thaxl?
Well, I gotta ask a question. How's the weather today?
Let's see. You recharged your thing, so the weather here has been relatively calm. So there wasn't a storm or anything that it pulled from, but you did recharge in that tree.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to use my ring.
She was asking because if it's already a thunderstorm, she gets extra damage.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Yep. There's no thunderstorm currently.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I love these rolls so much. Oh, even better. Okay. Excuse me while I, whoops, that was a 5. 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some long range spells like
30.
Thaxl, man.
30 points of lightning damage.
Okay. That hurts a fucking lot.
Yeah, it's like a 32 point hit guiding bolt.
So Thaxl,
oh man, I'm so sorry.
You are raging with this, calling down lightning back to one of the things you're attuned to with this pendant. You feel a stronger surge of magic in the pendant having 2 pieces attached. The second unlock of your storm piece is released. The second unlock is called Destructive Wrath. You wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can choose to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. This feature cannot be used again until after a long rest, so it's once between a long rest. As you feel in that moment that you could just strike with all of the destructive wrath of this storm. That's kind of a fun again? Destructive Wrath.
Destructive Wrath, okay.
That's pretty dope, man.
I wasn't sure when it was going to be used, so this is really fun. I was like, oh, good, this is perfect.
That's just a really fun, thematic, I like that a lot. That's really cool.
I did not spell that right. Oh,
thank you.
That's terrible. And it's once per long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm doing it.
As the lightning comes down, Nobelle just kind of sidesteps.
Does it cause extra damage too because he's wearing armor?
Ice armor?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get you so bad.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything extra.
Okay.
Okay.
So I do
heat metal.
I do 40 points
Okay.
of lightning damage.
So that means I have a total of 45 damage. Thank God that tree didn't hit me. I'd be out right now.
And then
you're looking a little bit worse for wear there.
That was just my action.
Fuck you.
Give me the book! Bonus.
Nobelle is looking around to see if there's any Reapers converging on their position. Because if there are, she's going to stealth the heck out of there.
Nice. Nothing yet. Or you can make a perception check. Go ahead and make a perception check. We'll see what you
Aga's
spot.
going to be like, this crazy lady attacked me.
15 perception.
Okay. Yeah,
and I have dark vision.
Okay. Yeah, you don't spot anything currently.
Okay.
Aside from some people looking out windows, what the fork's going on out here?
Side note: has my flame skull caught up to Thaxl yet?
Oh, probably not just yet, but it's flying as fast as it can.
20 feet around.
No, it has 40. It can fly 40 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. It can fly 40 feet, so it's actually faster than Aga, but it's slower than the panther was. So it would have fallen behind when the panther took off. Yeah.
There's about 3 minutes of running with the panther. So it's catching up. People in town are like, "What the?"
Yeah, they watch this procession of charging people, and they're sitting there going, "What the heck was that? Oh my God, is that a floating flaming skull? What the fuck is that?
What the hell?" Oh, I already used. Oh, you're lucky.
And he's just
slot.
charging through the street. I'm the best. I'm important. Haven't you heard of me?
I'm your queen.
Give me the queen.
I'm your queen.
Yeah.
I'm your queen. Okay, so she did her 30 feet.
That's what she yells. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm your queen.
That's awesome.
I think that's all I can do.
That's what she yells when she's climbing the mountain. That's it.
I'm your queen.
I'm your queen.
I love it.
Thaxl's a top. Good to know.
Nice.
Tasso's a bottom.
Tassos is totally
sometimes
No,
versed.
he has no choice.
Sometimes it's just better that way.
Nice.
After dark.
Nice.
We had the TVMA warning.
We
We're
did.
safe.
We already had it.
Mhm.
We're good. I don't ever have to do After Dark again. Okay. She did her action. She did her movement. She can't do a bonus action. So
Because
that's
you
it.
cast a spell.
I've used my wall shape stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Fair enough.
All right. So there's, a minute and a half away from the building now that Aga's running toward. Spell slots are getting exhausted left and right. Thaxl, are you using you used your 15 feet to move up, right?
That was prior, and then I used my 30 to get 80 feet away from them before I cast Cal Lightning. The 15
okay.
was the prior round.
Okay.
I moved 90. She moved 30 plus her 15. So she's 45 feet from us when she gets there.
Okay.
Is Nature's Wrath difficult terrain for you as well?
For me,
Yeah.
is
Is it for everybody, or does it exclude the caster?
Is it
Oh.
concentration?
Yeah, it is. So it would have fallen.
Okay, so it dropped.
Disappears. All right. So that brings us down to Aga. Are you still beating feet?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm charging the fuck out of there. As a matter of fact, knowing that she has wild shaped twice and being familiar with her combat tactics, I know she can no longer outpace me. So I will use my last Misty Step to gain more ground,
Okay.
and I'll 90 feet this round again.
Nice. All right.
That's my last spell slot, though. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Still hustling down the cobblestone streets. Nobella, same thing, just keeping up with him.
Yeah, Nobella's ninja running like Moira does.
Nice.
It's just don't act like you're not Naruto.
I'm not obnoxious.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. As you do the smile.
So Thaxl, what do you want to do? There's a fairly wounded Aga hustling.
I'm your queen.
Yes, awesome. I should put that on my
She's
notes.
going to call down the lightning again.
Oh,
I just
snap.
moved 90 feet.
Feel
I
the
think I'm
thunder.
out of it. Because it's a 60-foot radius that you can call it down in, isn't it?
Hold on, let me go back to my. I don't know. What did I cast it at?
Yeah,
for
the
a couple?
clouds are 60 feet. Mm-hmm. 60
Yeah, so I
feet
think
is-
I'm actually out from under the clouds now and out of
Think, yeah.
range. Yeah.
I can't move it, but I can't call it out.
This is just proof that if we ever get in a fight where we're getting absolutely boned, we can run and outrun spells.
Nice.
We can get away. It's always a safe option to run.
Tactical retreats.
Do I say Tassos anywhere?
Let's see. He does not run as fast as a panther, and you're all hustling, so no, not currently.
So he's running alongside the flame skull.
Nice.
I'm the best. I'm your queen. Shut up.
Awesome.
Reese, give me the book. Give me the book.
Give me the book. Okay, so he's how far away?
Oh, he's like a minute and a half behind
100
y'all. Oh, them. Sorry. Yeah, they're not. They were 45 feet ahead, but he gained an extra 30 this last. So if you run your full 30 feet, then he would be 75 feet away, I think, right? Because you were
Something like that.
30 plus
Alright.
45. So
But she was moving 100 around for 3 minutes.
I was moving a lot.
Yeah, she left him way behind.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Aga. Sorry, no. Tassos is like a minute and a half behind you.
I was talking about Aga.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
my
was.
bad.
I
I totally misunderstood the context of that one. Sorry.
No
I
worries.
want to make sure you're still within range.
I moved
I'm
90 feet last round.
I know, but I'm going to move
right,
30
double
up.
dash 90, so 90
I
plus.
moved 90
the,
feet 2 times.
Y-
Because I moved 90 getting out of the Wrath of Nature, and then I moved...
So he's
She was
135 feet. Mm-hmm.
She was 60 feet from me. Then she moved 15, so she would have been 45. Then she moved 30, so she would have been 15 feet from me. But I had moved 90, and then I moved 90 again. So 195 feet. I'm 195 feet from her.
A lot.
Well, I bonus action Misty stepped and move dashed.
Right, which would be the 90.
Yeah,
I thought you ended
twice.
the last round with her running. I thought that you were 45 feet away from her last round.
When she cast Wrath of Nature, I was 60 feet away because I just ran after she
You're
attacked.
going way too far back. I know you were 80 feet away when I did the call lightning. That's all you can remember. So go from there.
Right. I was
It's
okay,
like
but 60 feet
170
away,
feet,
Wrath
then.
of Nature, then 90 feet movement because I moved dashed and then she moved 30 and 15, so 45 forward. So 60, 90, 150 minus 45 is 105, and then I moved 90 again. I'm 195 over.
195. What do you want to do, Thaxl?
I'm going to run up 30 feet. I can't. I guess use my whole movement in action to do 60. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone make a perception check if you would.
Well, I just rolled a 27 stealth, Dan.
Okay.
Because it's like this fighting zone, and she's like, nope.
Yeah, don't blame you at all.
No, Vela just disappears off into the dark.
Yeah, like you blink and she's gone. And a natural
She
20
Batmaned
perception. My dice love me doing
okay.
natural. So 26 perception.
All right.
21.
Okay. And Aga?
15.
Okay. Thaxl, you see two dark smoky forms, trails behind forms flying through the sky approaching your area. They're probably like 180 feet out up in the sky. It's kind of hard to see since it's dark, but with your perception you spot that. Aga, you're a considerable bit ahead, and these are coming from the side, so you don't spot those, but you do see a group of, it's almost like a what do you call it, when cops set up a
blockade.
Thank you.
Roadblock.
Yeah, yes, a roadblock of brigandy type folks, but dressed a little nicer than your typical brigand. They are blocking a T section, intersection in the road, where the road hits another concentric ring. You're about only a minute or so away from your location, and there are some alley offshoots to either side.
Do these brigandy-looking individuals look like city guards?
No. They look like... They look like mobsters. They don't even look, because they're members of the Prime. They're all really strong. They're just... they don't even look like they're standing there like, hey, they're trying to be like inconspicuous and just keep it, but
they're doing
you've
a bad
seen
job
this
of
thing.
it.
Yeah. But there are some offshoot alleys and stuff, but they spot. Well, actually, roll a stealth check if you would, just to see.
Me?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Can I just
heavy
be
armor.
like, I don't have time for this, and she's going to step forward and just be like, get out of our way.
Yeah. Yeah. Go and roll an intimidation check, Nobelle.
Oh man, that's not.
Do I get
good.
advantage on it from just randomly appearing out of nowhere?
Okay. Yeah. What'd you get, Aga?
Ooh.
14 minus 1 for 13.
Okay.
Intimidation? 15.
Okay. All right. So several of them see you, Aga. Okay. Okay.
I am gonna try and dip into an alleyway though,
Okay. Like,
because I did not see the Reapers. Correct?
you have not seen the Reapers. No.
Okay, yeah. Then I will. I mean, I
you
think I know
probably
this
would
area.
have seen Nobella just step forward and like she's there.
She
Like-
appears in this near those brigands, and you cut down an alley. Nobella, you one of them looks a little shaken, but these are really hardened adventurers that made their way to the Prime and just are also members of connections with the Davenstar family.
Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing but fuck.
Thaxl. Again, these creatures are approaching. They don't look, with that high perception, doesn't look like they've spotted you yet. You have a number of alleys to go down. Aga, you duck down one. Nobella, again, you're there. You say that. You see one of them get a little nervous at the fact that you just jumped and appeared in front of them and said that.
And with my perception, could I have seen out of the corner of my eye Aga
Yeah.
go down that alley? Okay.
Mhm.
My stealth was 13. I'm pretty sure you're past.
Natural 20.
Aga takes a sharp 90-degree turn down the thing. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Perfect.
No!
Perfect.
Combat
So
moves
next
so fast
session,
with only 3
we
people.
can go over how to get Thaxl out of prison.
Or you out of prison.
For what?
Or we have to, or it's we retrieve Aga's body.
Pretty much. You're up against the mob now. Good luck.
Hey, man.
Good luck.
I dipped down an alleyway, man. That book's gonna disappear.
Did you?
That book's gonna disappear.
Nice. And for what it's worth, Thaxl, the need, the compulsion to have the book has left. But, still, I know Thaxl's Thaxl, and she might just be like, no, I want that book now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a mix of there's no longer that urge, that hold on her.
Mhm.
She understands this. But they also told her to calm down and relax. and
Right.
ran off with something that she's told him not to run off with. And also he disturbed them while they were cuddling.
Nice.
So that was an invasion on her privacy.
She
So
didn't
yeah,
do
she's
as she was
pissed.
told. So he was pissed that it wasn't in his room. It was
Thaxl never
important.
does as she's told. Seriously.
Exactly. But he's done things for Thaxl to take care of Thaxl, and then he asked her to take care of one thing, and she didn't do it. So he was pissed. So he just walked in.
Awesome. Classic Thaxl.
Yeah.
That's
Claxl.
awesome.
I feel like Thaxl's like everybody's little sister, like
Hey!
impulsive little sister. Like Thaxl, calm down. How dare you tell me to calm down? Like it reminds me very much of my little sister. So,
I hope not.
oh, my little sister is very impulsive like that. Yeah, she's
Exactly, Franco. I agree. Prison over dead
I
bodies.
stand with the queen. Nice. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, definitely all. I mean, nothing I was anticipating. So
All hail
kudos
the
to
queen.
players.
Get out of here, Frank. Franco, don't do this to me, man. Oh.
Why, it's my favorite.
I stand with the queen. Get out of here, Franco.
That's new
That's
hashtag.
amazing. Yeah, I will see. Of course, Ray is going to be, likely back next week, and she also has, probably a little more say. It's a different dynamic between Rhea and Tassos. So she may be like, let's.
I'm just really, really glad that Thaxl said, I want you to get Aga, but don't hurt him. I just want the book. Because Franco's
'cause
like,
she
you're going to be
wants to hurt
sleeping with
him.
the fishes. And I'm like, thank God, I don't think I am.
Thaxl just went into her.
Oh, that's great. Plus, I like how I was able to tie Nobella in, between the fight with Aga, the battle with Aga, and then, the bro respect and running alongside him just to be like, yeah, let's go. Well,
Let's
I'm
go hang
tired
out
of
with some
this.
more sane people. Yeah.
And I love all the Thaxl roleplay, of course, with the book and everything. We'll see what happens with his book. Yes, chat.
Gotta
amazing.
do what she had to do.
Yeah. Y'all have been fun tonight, man.
For real. For real. And I definitely put it in my notes. It says, Thaxl yells, I am your queen. Queen is all in caps when climaxing.
No, I said when Thaxl climbs the mountains, I'm your queen.
Nice.
It's funny. Do you know where I got
I
that
love it.
line? Climbing the mountain.
Mm-mm.
You ever seen the movie Hancock?
Yeah.
There's a deleted scene where the girl from the bar who keeps eyeballing him, he takes her home, and he lives in like a trailer, and they're getting it on, and he's like, listen, when I'm climbing the mountain, you gotta right? And she's like yeah, whatever, and then he's climbing the mountain, and he picks her up and throws her across the room because he's like Superman.
Yeah.
and then you see the roof of the trailer and a bunch of holes show up in it.
Oh, you're kidding!
Because he's Superman, so his muscles are incredibly strong, right?
Nice.
And so then she like looks at the roof and then looks at him, and then she's like, I have to go to the bathroom, and climbs out the window and leaves. But she just was within like an inch of dying.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, awesome chat. You guys are the bomb.
Yeah. They'll catch us next week when we figure out what the F we're going to do. With Nice.
Splitting the party.
Nice.
Inter-party conflict while we're trying to hunt down a lich.
Yeah.
It's going well. It's going well.
He's
I
like,
think this was
sweet.
great.
I'm out. Yeah.
This was perfect with people being out, so it was perfect.
It was, really.
And then next week we're going to have everybody back and be like, how do we talk the Reapers out of taking Thaxl and Aga to prison? And how do we keep Aga from dying in prison to the mob? And where did the book go? Because it's not on Aga anymore.
And where is Nobelle?
Awesome.
No one can find her.
Awesome.
Ever.
Well, it'll be interesting. Yeah, too, because Aga, you do not want to release this book. You want it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see. Like,
I was going to message you about what I did with it, because I didn't actually want to have it on my person for the whole race. But I feel like it's kind of hard to retcon now, and I feel like that's unfair. But I don't know. We'll talk about it off stream. We'll talk about it off stream. Yeah. We'll talk about it off stream. Yeah.
Neat.
Frank, you're the best.
Frank, for real, yeah. And Frank has subscribed for, what is it, 21 months in a row now? Thank you so much, Frank.
Look at you go!
Amazing.
He needs an extra inspiration die for Friday.
Yeah, needs
Frank
a
needs
subscriber
an emote.
die so that he can screw Aga.
Yeah.
Nice.
Frank needs his own emote.
Where's
He
what's
does.
his face? There was a guy who was like cheering Aga on like the first session he was ever here.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, we haven't seen him back. Yeah.
That was
That one
amazing.
guy who
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
he's
was
so-
drunk. He was great.
I'm pretty sure he's disappointed in Aga now, so it's okay.
No, jeez.
Hey, Aga's a good guy. He's just a sweetheart with a hard exterior.
Nice. Well, I hope you all, players and viewers alike, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. You can catch us here every Tuesday night on Kier's Lament, our All Evil campaign, from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Friday nights, we have our good campaign, which Sam is also in, Stormfall, every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And we have our still pretty new campaign that's sort of like an exploration, discovery, and magic and fantasy campaign every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, called The Obsidian Scar, that I get to be playing in. Woo! So join us for one of these things. We love having you here.
Dan, any info on the crossover event?
Well, it's dragging a little behind because of tonight. Just kidding. Some of it ties in with the city you're going to. That's when it sort of kicks off. So expect in the next 4 weeks. I really want to get it done within 4 weeks. I just still have to put together that document to see whose schedule matches up when, and then just see like how, if I can get everyone there around the same time campaign wise, we can have our first crossover event between Stormfall and Kier's Lament, and I am so stoked for it.
I've got to do something like this is one and this is another.
I'm probably going to ask folks for like 2 best dates at work, because I have a feeling that this first crossover event is probably going to be 2 sessions. So I'm just going to see like if people want to do a double session, like hunker down, get some snacks, make some coffee, and push through for a double session.
All day Saturday.
Yeah, or maybe like a day where it's just a big
You could make
chunk.
it like a weekend event if you've got time. You know what I mean? And it could be like a before the stream, you stream like a behind the stream thing, and you could make it like a weekend streaming thing.
Nice.
That'd be
Oh my
kind of
God.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
alright,
Dan just
yeah.
streamed for like 38 hours solid.
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then-
keep. Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
Every 6 hours, you can be like, and next we're gonna work on our bio break.
Awesome. What? Yeah. Nice. Again, amazing. It's such fun tonight watching you all, do your thing. I love how true you all to your characters too. Like you really commit to what they would be thinking and feeling, and it really comes across. I love it. Anyway,
I just hope he doesn't come across as too much of a dick.
no.
Oh, he is. Don't worry.
Nice. Oh, it's fantastic.
He's coming for you.
But when you're evil,
Yes, that's part of the fun of the evil campaign. You can be like,
Mostly just selfish.
nice. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Yeah, thank you, Nightbot. Check out our Discord. We have a lot of fun there. Of course, our YouTube page. We upload all our episodes to that. In case you've missed any, consider subscribing over there. And keep your eyes out for more information on the crossover. Should be getting info out in the next 2 weeks once I have things situated. So hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care.
bye.
Bye.
Buenas noches.